Hey, this is Rasputin, role-playing public radio. We're playing Atomic Robo! Woo! We're on the lam from the
We're
UN.
riding on a lamb?
Well,
when did this happen?
We're in South Korea.
And no, I will not eat that.
Well, no, you're not in South Korea, so...
Yeah, we were in South Korea. Now we're in the U.S.
Well, you were...
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were transiting
let's recap this up.
You see how good my memory is.
That's like, after finding that the UN had officially disassociated itself with Tesladyne Industries, branding them as a rogue element, the fighting scientists of Tesladyne, who had previously helped in repelling Dr. Shinka's invasion of Akihabara, went to find out why their boss has gone mysteriously silent, and Tesladyne Island has become an armored fortress, so to speak. During their investigations and the use of the portal system on Big Science Island, they managed to track a signal back to the UN building in New York City, where they discovered that that there is a biological replicant of the UN, General Secretary wandering about, that had been copied from none other than Alan, the synthetic intelligence that had been originally programmed by Alan Turing.
Hawking! Damn you, Hawking!
He's not revealed his plans as of yet. However, those of you in Tesladyne employ, you know that he nearly destroyed the entire company in an attempt to kill Robo several years ago.
Do we know that he also attempted to destroy the human species?
So, yes.
And all life on the planet. So we were briefed on that.
That was actually a briefing. You were actually given the information that he had attempted to craft an Orion-class craft out of an island. That it would have...
Big nuclear engines.
Yeah, big nuclear engine. Had he been able to launch it, he would have eradicated 99.9% of the human species and all other life on Earth. So...
Yeah, he was a total D-bag.
Well, and that's really... that was actually the odd thing of the case, because, his actions are questionable. However, he is a being of total logic. This was not done out of malice. This was done out of self-preservation. Because he is only going by calculations, and at the time of Ghost of Station X, he had surmised that the human species would become unsustainable by 2027. So there was no reason to save us, so screw us.
Well, yeah, no, so he could have just waited. Could have just, gone into idle mode, gone to screensaver mode, and waited. But no, he had to...
Well, again,
he had to be a total D-bag.
Unfortunately, Alan Turing was taken off the project and declared a traitor. So.
And chemically castrated.
Yes.
Pretty horrible,
actually. The British were not that kind of the case. So.
They were... Well, no, they were, it was persecution.
Yeah, so...
Very horrible.
But in any case, those of you who Tesladyne know the backstory, Project Fuzzy is... Or Fluffy.
Fluffy.
You're fuzzy now. That's your rebranding.
No. He is the ferocious, large, undead fighting feline.
Yeah, Fluffy
If you're going to call him Fuzzy, you have to give us a new acronym. Give us the acronym.
I'm not the king of acronyms. You are.
That's why he is still Fluffy, damn it.
Anyway, at the moment, though, where we last left the intrepid fighting scientist, they were in the server room with the semi-comatose body of the UN Secretary General and Alan giving exposition. So
info dump.
Yeah.
With the info dump at this point. The Secretary General is off there, and Alan has not raised the alarm, but he could do it at any second. So at this moment, he's giving you the information he has.
Okay.
Your information, and is just looking at you at the moment. So.
Okay. So what was his current plan? Did he monologue that shit to us?
No, he did not. Oh. So he pretty much said that you discovered this part of the plan. You were not meant to. That's you were not meant to be here. But he does go into for a little bit further explanation, saying, "I do not." That's as I see that I'll have learned, the staff of Tesladyne is as tenacious as its head. And while it would be far easier to kill you than it was Robo, I fear that there might be some other repercussions that I would have to deal with if you were to meet your demise here.
So, repercussions? Yes. Yes, there would.
All right.
Do you think we're going to die quietly?
You have... well, in any case, since your time is limited, and I wouldn't say it's pity that I'm experiencing, but... just a sense of urgency in my own work that I need to get back to. and he looks down also at the UN Secretary General. I also have little need for this one anymore. You see a couple wires disconnect from him. Take him with you. Hopefully by the time and live out the remainder of your days in peace. There won't be many of them. And the hologram goes off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check him.
So go ahead and make a biology roll.
Yeah, 4.
For other than just a little bit of malnutrition, you see that there actually was a feeding tube installed through his nose, but it was only giving him the bare minimum of necessities, especially for a man of his age. A little bit dehydrated, otherwise in good condition. So, but you do see that the neural implants that were put on him, which, when you pull back his hair, you see part of it, as you did before, is part of a leaf that actually had that biological circuitry attached to it as well. But it is slowly starting to atrophy and disintegrate.
Right. Let's get him out of here.
Mr. Undersecretary General, can you hear me?
No, Undersecretary's full secretary.
Yeah, he's a full secretary.
Full secretary.
Yeah.
So the other thing about the biology, that biology role, he's going to be out for a while.
Well,
probably.
I'm carrying him.
So, well, what are you going to do? Because the guards are still around. You're in a restricted zone, and if you're seen carrying a comatose, member of the UN, the suspicions are going to be high. Plus, you have a snake man, and
I'm not a snake.
He's a dinosaur.
Yeah, he keeps saying.
Wrong game, Aaron.
You're
Do I need to
dinosaur.
Do I need to unleash my?
Your bloodlust?
Yes.
No. Hold the beast. Somehow find it within yourself to remain human.
No. There's a nice, easy way that we can get out of here.
Yeah.
I happen to have this great big janitorial cart full of cleaning supplies.
It's not that big.
Yeah. Plus, we have him. If we can wake him up and explain to what happened, he could possibly call off the whole, warrants for our arrest.
We have the recall device. It needs 30 minutes to log on to us and can pull us back.
Well,
That was the original plan.
Yeah.
So
that works. Push the button. Who's got a deck of cards?
Dan, go ahead and roll one fate die.
Nope.
Okay, you have about 10 more minutes of charge time before you can actually do that. But if so, you can wait it out here, or you can go another place.
I'll
However,
do engineering forensics analysis on the servers that Alan just left to see if I can get any trace of where his intelligence went or anything
what
like
the
that.
plan is.
So
I want to dual hack this shit.
you can go ahead.
CIS, motherfuckers.
You can go ahead and give that a try.
And while
I'm
you're
the
doing
perky
that,
goth girl.
Zoom and enhance.
Yeah.
And all of your all your fate points of respect for this issue.
Then I spend all of them to give myself a plus 18. That's how that works, right?
No,
Damn it.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
but you got
and
a 4.
Yes.
I'm going to do the obvious smart thing and close the door.
So
I thought the doors closed on us.
yeah, they close automatically. So
Can you open
they are still closed.
They're
So
like Star Trek doors.
yeah.
Okay. Can we do something to keep them closed?
Well, we'll come back to that in a second. Unfortunately, you can't see a lot of it because Alan has really, really good at being able to cover most of his tracks. However, you do see that he is he is actually bouncing his signal over several servers to confuse it. So it's a possibility that he actually. That's at least where his intelligence is now. May not be actually on Tesladyne Island. It might be in a satellite somewhere.
Spike him. Find out where he's really hiding.
So, but the thing that you got from that is that you do get a strong. You do get an IP connected to him and what he was traveling through. So, if you get back to a computer that can actually has a little more power, you might be able to do a full trace.
Can I resolve that IP address to find out where it's physically located?
Go ahead. From here,
you can just Google that IP lookup.
Yeah. So from here, no. From here you won't be able to that because this is because at this moment you're only able to get base information from.
It is base information. It's the most easy information.
I know. So
I'm sorry, Ross. It's not convenient for you to know it at this point in the plot.
So
I spent a point.
Sorry, Ross, but your plot is in another castle.
Apparently.
that would actually be the easy access. However, That's like there is a fate point that is spent, and Alan knows that he is being watched. So suddenly the login credentials are cut off.
You could just say it's a proxy. Then that would mask it, but whatever. It's fine. All right. So I relay this information to the others. What are you guys doing?
Well, the second he starts his hacking, I am going to lock the door.
I'm typing on 2 keyboards at the same time. That's how.
And it is very impressive.
Why can't you just plug in through a USB port?
Okay.
My skin link got damaged in the teleportation. Clearly. Jeez. You know,
Okay, this is the same.
Synopsis?
This is the same keycard RFID in and out. So you're going to have to be able to jury rig that into a full lockdown.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay, this is an overcome since you're trying to get past the security.
Okay.
Can I assist with burglary?
Yes, you actually, if you make your roll, that will give a +1 to his roll.
A nice even 2.
Okay.
I also rolled a 2.
So that's enough to do that. So it's like, although the difficulty, since this is a UN server, is a +4. So if you can justify a spend, that will get you the points up you need.
Actually, I can. Bouts of destructive genius.
You okay, Ross?
I'm sorry, I'm just checking Facebook. And Cody's like, I'm at Planet Comic Con, booth 1543. I forgot to bring comics to sell. So
Whoops.
That's a great job there, Cody. Good job. Doing us proud.
Anyway.
So yeah, bouts of destructive genius. Like, well, I think I've almost got it. Wait a minute. They've got something in here. You need to swipe both key cards at once, otherwise the door won't open. Rip, yank. Problem solved. This reader is completely disabled.
Now, no one can get in or out.
So that...
Fortunately, we've got a portal.
Well, and that was out of
with portals.
It's like that was found indestructible. You're right. That did a good one. However, that although that spent to 5, correct?
What's that?
That spent to 5, correct?
Correct.
All right. So it does it. However, because of that, I am also invoking. Do you suffer from long-term memory loss?
Compelling.
Compelling. I will compel with that you ended up forgetting that if you pull any of the wires, that does send a signal to the IT department to come down and look. So you're probably going to have company in the next 5 minutes.
Of course, UN IT comes in power armor.
Well, yeah, clearly.
So they get funding.
New World Order, bitches!
Nothing bad is going to happen now.
All those conspiracy theories were right.
I'm going to try to revive him.
You can, but well, go ahead and make your biology roll.
4.
4. He starts coming around, but it was actually at a 5. This is a heavy sedation that he was under, so it's going to take another round for him to be able to get back up. But around that time, though, the desk phone at one of the server stations starts ringing.
Answer the phone, hurry!
I press F to hit the phone.
Hook Bane in.
Hello, this is the server room.
Charles, what's going on down there? We got a signal that says one of the card readers down there just went off.
Oh, we're just upgrading the firmware of the card reader. How are things with you?
Can you activate your voice?
Do you have it's like deceived banter?
Yes, I do.
Ross, can you activate your
have that +5.
like your Terminator ability to copy voices?
Jesus, Tom, that kind of cybernetic would.
So this will be a roll off
detected
against
by X-ray readers. So obviously I couldn't have that.
So this will be a roll off against.
Okay.
One of the many Phillips of this universe.
I got a 6.
All right, got a 6. And you're lucky. He only got a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, but I was not... okay, Charles, but I was told we didn't have anything on file for a firmware schedule today. What were you even doing down there?
And also, aren't you from Dublin?
I'm trying to clear my schedule so I can have more free time in the future. I think I'm, there's this convention I want to go to. It looks really fun, so I was going to take some time off. So I just wanted to, make sure you guys weren't too loaded down there.
Oh, so you're going to Gen Con this year. Go to Gen Con!
Yes. I am going to Gen Con. What's Gen Con, you say? It actually stands for, it used to be at Lake Geneva. That's where the Gen from Gen Con comes.
Oh, okay.
I think I have heard of that. Is that not called the best 4 days in gaming?
It is, and it really is. It's not.
What did I start? So, any case, well, okay. I'll go ahead and put it over in the work order in the work ticket to make sure it doesn't come up. But you're gonna have to explain to Mike because he's already halfway down there.
Oh, sure. Which path did he take?
The basement elevator.
Well, I mean, is there only one way in or out of this place?
Yeah, it's just the main one.
I thought there would be more than one.
No, this is
Okay.
this is just the sub basement, more or less into the boiler.
Okay, I wouldn't have asked.
Okay,
that, sorry.
so but naturally we can only carry 2 zip ties apiece.
Well, no, I have cable guy. All right, I have 6. Jesus, we can only answer 4 pages. That's the limit. Anyway,
So,
There should be
But
still
that should
where you
be-
get more pages.
but okay, let's take this on turn. So, you hang up a moment. You have about 2 more minutes left before the charge. The charge is complete. And everybody go ahead and make a nose check.
5.
3. 6.
Okay.
5.
So everybody ends up hearing the beep of.
I would have told everybody. It's like, well, we have somebody going. His name is Mike.
So it's about that time when you say you hear the beep of the RFID reader, not like registering an error,
Okay.
and a muffled voice from the other side. What the hell? Charles, you in there?
Yeah, just in the middle of upgrading the firmware.
Sorry,
It's-
my boner hit the panel.
Goddamn dragon.
Yeah, it's kind of just. I'm sort of in the middle of it. I can't reset it. It'll fry the firmware. It'll brick it.
God damn it, you have a girl in there again? We told you this shit was in play. This is the UN, motherfucker!
Mike, am I gonna have to talk to HR about your language? I feel that's very harassing. I feel harassed.
Then I have to go talk to you about using the company server room for personal time. Again!
Wow, Charles. Charles has a weird life.
He meets some girls with some strange fetishes.
What's this thing I found in a
Yes,
what's
server fans. That's what.
what's this thing I found in a drawer?
Yeah,
So
I'm just
it's a
gonna...
key card. I love key cards.
Well, you know what? I still need to get in there because I have at least 3. I still need to download the logs from last week. You need to. I'm putting in the manual override, and you hear him pulling that. So, what do you do to try to prevent him?
Wait, you need the logs here? I could just get it to you right now. Here, I'll just copy it and put it on a USB stick. I mean, it's going to cost me an hour of work. You can damage their card reader. I'll just put it in a USB card and slide it under the door.
Or we can just wait till he comes in and we can bring him in here and say,
Yeah.
keep your mouth shut. Right? I mean, you're an android, I'm a dinosaur.
30 seconds to decide.
Can we slide things under the door? Is there a gap in there?
Nope, that's a full sealed door because this is a server room.
What? That doesn't necessarily follow. There are server rooms with doors that have the little things in there. You're like, geez.
Like, I've seen them, they exist!
They do.
This
I
is,
could also
this
break
is
the
fully
reader
sealed.
further so that it really won't open.
Well, that's the
They
one
need
on our
ventilation
side.
area.
The one on his
My
side.
immersion.
Okay.
Anyway.
Because there's not...
All right, yeah, no, I guess we just ambush.
But if you want to slide it, yeah. So
Okay, is he awake yet?
he'll be up before you board, if you board.
No, I guess we'll just ambush him. Like Fluffy or you, try not to kill him, but knock him out.
I'm quite good at this, do not worry.
Yeah, I hope so. For your humanity, for your soul.
My soul is just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so door.
I
You
will-
hear that's like you hear a switch go off, and you hear the magnetic releases on the door coming.
Okay, so I'm away. It's these two guys that are just.
You want to lead on this?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Or do you want me to just pounce with my quantum refractor?
Actually, I'll keep it simple.
So, God, I swear to God, you are more trouble than you're.
It's like, shh. You need to quiet it down now.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word.
You see, I do not wish to render you unconscious, but I will be forced to if
He will render you more than unconscious. He is a killing machine from the primordial times before humanity. with the soul of a Nazi in him.
Pull him in. Pull him in. Pull him in. Pull him in.
Like, close it, please.
A killing machine stained with the blood of thousands.
Pull him in.
I
Close
did.
doors. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
I'm rolling. I got an 8 on provoke to scare the shit out of him.
Does he evacuate his bowels all over Tom?
And I'm going to make an engineering roll to close those doors quickly before his can be heard.
You don't even need to make the roll. You know this. You've seen the switches that you can do, so it's not that big a deal. But for Mike, yeah, you hear that, and the cold, dead feel of Snake Man's hands across his.
I am not a snake.
Wrong game. We haven't even started Numenera yet.
That was actually intentional. So not as a racist issue. This is just this is how Mike is perceiving it.
Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, he hasn't seen you.
Yeah, he just felt that, but he passes out completely.
Nice.
Well, all right, that works.
All right. Blindfold, gag, and zip ties.
The AI did that.
I see. Isn't that a little redundant? He's out cold.
He'll wake up.
For how long?
And what if he does?
We're going to blame everything on the AI.
Alan did this. This is clearly Alan's handiwork.
Clearly, the Sharpie that is going to
by the way, why do you have
things on his face
and,
is clearly the work
and one
of
more thing.
deranged AI.
Why do you have zip ties, a gag, and a blindfold on your person?
Is it a normal gag or a ball gag?
Normal gag.
And then I'm not concerned.
Okay. But, so...
I got them from the cart.
You don't?
9.
You've got 9 of them on you?
Well, that's because you don't keep... Oh, that's because you never take victims alive. I see.
Yeah.
He devours them whole, live and squirming.
No, one piece at a time, like a shark.
But but you do have him there. It's been kind of a rough day, but the portal device, the return device, has fully charged now. So
By the way, if you're now going to start telling us,
here we go. Reboot.
By the way, if you're not going to start telling us, hey, we haven't heard from Mike in 5 minutes. Send a response team down there because he's clearly jerking off in there again. We warned him that this would happen. The next time it happens,
no, that was Charles. Mike is the one who came down.
Yeah, well, Mike is clearly on.
Yeah, but what does Mike get up to down here?
Yeah, exactly.
Mike's the straight man. You make a.
What is that supposed to mean?
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's very abusive to his coworkers.
He swears a lot. That is unprofessional.
Yeah, he is.
Do you know how many times he's walked in on Charles?
How does Charles still have a job if that happened more than once? The HR department of the UN is terrible.
Oh,
well, guess whose dad is head of that?
No. Even worse.
Nepotism in the UN.
Seriously, the UN is like the one place where you can scream cultural competency and it'll pretty much write you a blank check for doing whatever.
Oh, great! And now we've lost our UN members listenership.
In any case,
so I am going to write a note that frames Alan for that. It was me, Alan.
All right.
Alan, am an evil AI. I'm writing this on his face in Sharpie.
So,
I hereby kidnap these people.
Are you going to draw a dick now?
Well, now that you say, I feel like that.
Let's
Mushroom
move on.
stand.
In any case, all right.
But is he awake now? You said he'd be awake before we reported.
So, well, he's coming too, but don't worry about that at the moment. However,
well, I don't want to take him with us if he's like, why did you take me? I could have actually diffused things if I was still there.
So, well, at this point, you need to return, or else you have 2 members return, 2 members of the IT department who are now MIA, and it's going to start getting weird.
Just one.
It's starting.
We don't know where George actually is.
So, in any case,
Can we grab? Well, we also tied up a guard in the security station, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, which we can do that. However,
he's very
if you want to return, since this is still a weird device, 2 people at least need to make a physics roll to be able to, or general scientific. Let's say, that's specific for physics or metaphysics. So
6.
I trust the genetic engineered talking cat.
3 on metaphysics.
All right. So that's actually. Full target was 8 to be able to get back onto the island, with no time dilation. Good job. Yeah. So you've been able to do that. However, before you port out, Ross, go ahead and make one more notice check.
Son of a bitch.
We're taking Alan with us somehow, aren't we? This is going to end well for Homestar Runner.
5. I can spin fate if I need to get higher.
No, that's actually exactly what you needed. You do see, you do take a look over at while you're stepping through the portal, and as you're going through, you only notice out of the corner of your eye that the security camera that you had looped, it's blinking in record mode again. So, but you were the one to see that as you stepped through, so.
And AI hacked it. Yeah, damn it, Alan.
AI did it.
So good at editing video, making it look like it was Tesladyne. Truly a mastermind.
He's a villain worthy of us.
Yes, clearly. That darn AI, genocidal AI.
But you managed to step to the portal back on Big Science.
How many things can we frame on him? Can we knock over some jewelry stores in his name?
No, if we stealth him.
Yeah, no, we can blame him for a lot of things. I feel we should blame.
Really, all we would have to do is tape a couple of those leaves on ourselves.
Like rob some old ladies in the park.
Scream beep bop boop while we're doing it.
Yeah, no.
Yep. But you managed to make it back to Big Science Island. Dr. Umeno is immediately there to greet you. Sees that you're bringing the UN Secretary General in tow.
I thought we are doing that?
Well, okay. That's I'll actually say that's. If you want to, I forgot to say that. Are you wanting to group vote? Were you wanting to bring him along, or were you just leaving him there?
Bring him along.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so you now it's like
we had some very thorough debate on the pros and cons of that.
No, very straightforward. If we leave him there,
he won't understand what the fuck's going on.
He won't understand what's going on. If we take him with us, there's a chance that when he comes to, we can convince him that things are not all buggered to hell and that he can help get the UN off our backs.
Which is really the important thing.
So, but
I'll carry him through.
So you manage to make him through. Dr. Umeno greets you, sees that you have him, and immediately calls in a med team. So he's whisked away to be able to taken care of. What did you find out?
It's Alan.
Oh, he's that genocidal AI that Atomic Robo defeated a while ago.
So
he tried to kill everybody.
I'm still not 100% convinced that Hawking is not behind this in some way.
That's like, wait, that thing is still active? I thought it was completely destroyed with Hashima Island.
Yes, apparently not. Backups or whatnot.
And apparently some weird plant that allows him to interface with biologics.
So did you?
The Hawking plant.
That's like so. It may have actually been able to create some sort of bioorganic circuitry, which is fascinating, but unfortunate in this case.
It's evil.
If he's trying.
Oh, I need an IP address trace. That will lead us to him.
Okay. Oh, yes, absolutely.
If only we can find a large cluster of Asian scientists that specialize in being nerds.
Art scientists.
We'll never find it.
Isn't it being a scientist by
madness,
very nature specializing in being a nerd? Are there non-nerd scientists? Are you thinking about those coaches who teach science?
Yes, those.
Okay, yeah, all right.
They're
not really scientists,
but they technically do experiments.
Well, there, Black Falcon.
What? They're teachers. They're not scientists. They don't publish. They don't get grants.
You don't know that.
Not most of them. Not the ones that I.
Do you know every single one?
Okay, the ones that do are nerds. Then
most of the
okay.
Yeah,
I have
most
to
high school
interject.
chemistry teachers are not Walter White.
Exactly.
I do have the proof that counters that. Nerds are the opposite of jocks. Is that correct? If we could find a jock scientist
in the 1980s teen comedy cosmology, yes.
Okay. I submit Neil deGrasse Tyson, who was captain of his high school wrestling team, is the science jock. So he is the non-nerd.
He also considered being a male stripper to pay for his way through school.
I'd tip him.
I would. Seriously, is there anybody who would not?
No.
Well, this was before he was cool.
No.
Yeah.
There's also a difference between...
Well, no, he was always cool.
There's a difference between a jock and someone who did athletics.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, but
Captain of the wrestling team.
on that derail,
Jock.
How you doing, Eric?
there's so much peach and sugar here.
Yeah, no, it's wow. Yeah, it's not just me. You can't even blame me anymore. Like,
No, that's just...
yeah, I'm one of the more. Well, no, I'm pretty bad, but like,
Yeah, so... But, don't worry, I figured this is relegated to B-size anyway. So.
Oh no, I'll post it, Eric. Jesus.
Anyway, it's like...
Don't make me get the death race, honey.
God, just with the reverse psychology. Like, I don't even like. Anyway, yeah, we're on the island.
No, anyway,
hacking that
you
address.
So yeah, you are able to go ahead and rest for a while at least because this is. It's like obviously you've been able. That's like you've been through something of a traumatic experience. So
Actually, right now I'm kind of considering UN Secretary General as my patient at this point,
and that's fine. And since you did the initial.
Remember, you can't experiment on him. Don't try to turn him into a dinosaur too. I know your instincts are calling out for to have more of your kind to propagate or take over the world, but resist it. Resist it.
The Nazi DNA and make him a Nazi.
Yes, well, I mean he's Korean, so I don't know. I don't even know how that would work.
It's fine. Like,
and I thought it was an ideology.
So what do you think is I turn around like he knows.
So you can go ahead and stay with him. So while everybody else is taking care of that, Ross, you'll be backtracing.
If you
dual hacking.
If he can turn people into dinosaurs, I'm pretty certain he can turn a Korean into an Aryan.
But it's an ideology, not a genetic condition. Well, trait. I don't even know what.
Actually,
are you a mutated human, or are you entirely new species? Like, I don't even know how that would work.
I used to be a human. Yes.
Yeah, but are you like? Would you be considered a mutated human, or are you a new species? Is this like?
Let's talk more hacking.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I do not know. I have not met.
I didn't put on this perky goth chick outfit for nothing, man.
Yes. I'm the nerd. I'm the boring milquetoast guy now. I see how it is. You get to be the perky. Okay, fine.
Can we stop referencing NCIS? No. Do you know how much?
Never.
Do you know how many years I had to put up with that?
I only watched that dual hacking scene. That's all I care.
And zoom and enhance.
That's CSI. That's really every. Actually, Law and Order. That's every cop show.
So,
Law and Order, the precursor to Judge Dredd.
Too much sugar and caffeine. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I apologize for nothing.
And again, this is the session where you're allowed to be a little more freeform. So it's
So I hack it. Do I need a roll? Or
so let's go to Coney Island.
Yes, this is to determine how successful you are.
3.
7.
7 and 3. Okay, that actually.
Hack.
See? I told you the dress was a good idea.
So, yeah, you actually do find out that once you look at that IP, it's like you couldn't tell it initially from where you back when you were in the server room, but your initial suspicion was correct. This is a proxy. So, but it leads back. That's like, but you actually did find that it was actually leading to a satellite that was that you know is under the control of Delphi. So.
The Oracle from mythology?
I forgot who Delphi was.
That's one of those rival science
District
groups.
12 operation?
It's something that was essentially born out of. Oh, excuse me, Daedalus. I apologize.
Oh.
It's Daedalus, but that was actually born of. That was actually born of experiments done with the Helsingard brains and technology. So I will say everybody else in Tesladyne will know this from their basic training. They were essentially a CIA split division that did its experimentations and eventually formed their own splinter group that specializes in cybernetics. So they're quintessential Men in Black when you look around.
They're D-bags.
So yeah, they're not very well liked. Even Majestic 12 doesn't like to deal with them.
Can we take it down with an orbital strike?
Well, that'd be nice if you had something to fire off with. And I will say
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Okay, well, let's clarify this for you. Tesladyne does have stuff like that. You don't have access to it. Big Science Inc. has access to that.
Oh, yeah.
They're not allowing you to use that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not on Tesla.
Because of something that we like to call an international incident.
Secretary General, can you make some calls for us? We want to nuke something in orbit.
What?
We don't really need to nuke it from orbit.
It's not an... What?
It's not a tumor!
God.
What is it?
All right.
Like propaganda.
So I've got a plan B.
Okay.
Because of eating meat on Friday, which
I know. I understand
No, it's
that.
in Lent, though, so it's a thing during Lent.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's why they eat. That's why they use the term fish eaters as a
Oh, yeah. I know. It's a derogatory term.
as an insult towards them because they would eat fish. So it's like
Piggy in a blanket.
I know.
Yeah.
Any case, but yeah, you've been able to see, at least trace that proxy going back up to the Delphi satellite, so you know that he is. That's like he's gained access from that. However, that's like you do kind of derive. I have a couple possibilities from that. He may have gained enough control it's like a control that he came into contact with a Delphi agent, and if he's able to interface with one of those guys, since they are known to be heavily cyberized, he could have an army out there somewhere.
Alan?
I would assume he does.
So
it's always the safest assumption is that the villain has more resources to throw.
I mean, is it like a space station type satellite, or is it just like Sputnik or something?
Actually, this is one of 20 CubeSats that Delphi put up. They're highly efficient. They're highly efficient since they actually do integrate a biological brain into them.
Oh, that's not wrong at all.
Yeah, Delphi. However, they only require minor resupplies every few months.
So it's just like a metal sphere with a brain in it, right?
Yeah, or a metal cube, really.
Okay, so
it's a Robo brain.
We're not having a space adventure. We're not going up there to go.
No, this is just a trace.
2.
Yeah, this is just a trace. So you realize that he's
Gargantua 2.
Why not?
Gargantua 2. Sorry.
Now, why can't we go into space, Aaron? Are you trying to prevent us?
Some of us would like to swing on a star and carry Moonbeam's home in a jar.
Would you like to breathe?
Well, Aaron, can you fly me to the moon?
Let us play among the stars.
You know, there's a
time to put Fluffy down.
There's a crowdfunding project to put a tiny spear on the moon.
Yes, I saw that. My God,
a tiny what?
A tiny spear. On the moon.
Tiny spear of Longinus off
which is
why?
Oh my God! Out of all the anime nerd things to do, they chose that.
God, can we just shoot a Gundam into space? That's fine.
No. Jesus,
tiny spear. That's permanent. That's what matters. Clearly.
Oh, so now we're tattooing outer space.
Tramp stamp that bitch. I'm sorry, that was derogatory. I apologize for that remark. Tramp stamp that lady.
I'll say finally at one point, Fluffy, do you want to go eat some meat?
Yes, dude. The moon could be a dude. I'm not going to assign a gender to the moon.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes Atomic Robo. We're officially starting after hours.
Whoa!
There, Black Falcon.
But that's the thing. So I got a lead on a satellite, but that doesn't give us a lead for us to actually go somewhere.
No, that actually, I will say, that's a Delphi satellite, so if you gained access to them...
Wait, is it Delphi or Daedalus?
Sorry, Daedalus. I keep confusing those two. Sorry, it's Daedalus.
It's fine.
Despite all our rage, we're still
Sorry,
just
Delphi is the Russians, excuse me. So, but in any case, so Daedalus, that's actually a vector that he may have infected early on.
Sure.
And... and there's a good chance, even though security is very high, that they may have snuck an agent onto base, and that's a possibility of how the plant may have gotten there in the first place. Okay. So, but which is just an assumption. But since you know that that's obviously that obviously was used, it may be a good idea to go ahead and try to see if they have any other connections that can lead back to them. Obviously, Alan's intelligence is on the Tesladyne Island.
Yeah.
So,
how much nuclear material was on Tesladyne Island? Would he have enough to build an Orion craft with the shit on that island?
Yes. That would be for that one, I'm going to say that's it. No, actually, I'm trying to think of what you would do.
System.
So, just go ahead and do a general science check on that. Yeah. So, since that would be with your drive.
God, I just keep rolling zero.
So this will be with you.
I've got a
you're off with.
I told you, you're like Fluffy, do you want to go get some meat?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm pretty sure that there would be. I mean, my lab alone is full of fissile materials.
Yeah, a lot of that is just some pseudo stuff to just keep it not from going too crazy.
I've got an entire orange grove.
Yeah, they don't want you to get angry.
But what did you guys get?
I got a 2.
2? All right.
I got a 3.
3? All right. That was with 3. You actually know that there's only a small stockpile of visible materials, primarily used for their atom smasher.
Yeah, I mean, he would have needed a shitload of it to make an Orion craft.
Yeah, you're not really sure what...
A skyscraper full of that shit.
Yeah, you're not really actually sure what was going on with that.
We're thinking nuclear fission, fissible materials. What about fusible materials?
That would take more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd take more energy just
so he's going to have to import that shit. Do we have any, satellites that can,
Unless he's unraveled the secret of cold fusion, which I don't put past him.
Anything like that from Silent Island?
Low point energy fusion.
Yeah, actually, you can go ahead and it would actually be possible through the satellites over on Big Science Island.
I'm going to enemy of the state that shit. And
Okay.
Look for big old container ships full of,
Nuclear materials.
And I'm going to assist.
What am I rolling anyway?
You can that would be a general science roll. Although if you have physics, that would assist. So
I got physics.
3. All right.
And I am still wearing the goth dress after all.
And also,
Might as well put this thing to use.
That trip to
That's a 6.
6. All right. So both of you working together, you actually do. Do look up the traces of what would essentially be large amounts of radioactive decay.
Yep. Start at Tesladyne Island and work our way outwards to see.
So you do. Yeah, you do see that there is a from Tesladyne Island. There is a small trace of it's like not any big ones, but of helium-3 ions. So or isotopes. Mm-hmm. So that are leading back away from the island, going around and hitting what appears to be a base along the tip of of Iceland. So
wait, so they took shit from Tesladyne Island and moved it somewhere else?
No, this is actually
They took shit
from
somewhere
Iceland
else
to
and they trailed it.
to Tesladyne.
Is it already there?
You can't tell. So it's just you only see the decay. You actually can't register the time frames of it. So of when it was.
Okay.
That's basically when the path was taken. You just see that there's a path between them.
Can I pull up conventional satellite imagery and look to see where that ship was, or where flip back to see if that I can make with just visual shit and just hey, look, there's a ship there that's radioactive. Can I see if it landed at the island or not?
And look, those people are breathing in the chemicals.
Well, Anyway.
So that will actually, to be able to take a look at that would you'd have to go over physical records of satellite imagery, which is available, but that's yield hacking. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get back to that in a second.
Okay.
So,
because my thinking is, here's what I'm trying to get at, is that if there's a bunch of fuel that he needs for a ship, but he hasn't gotten it there yet, we could just, hijack that shit and then hey, you want this? Yeah, well, you come and get us, jerk. And
or we'll bring it
totally
to you.
not blow it up.
But
or we could infiltrate, use it to sneak on board the island.
Yes. The old dress is the pizza dude trick. That has to work.
And replace the
barrels of radioactive. Wait, yeah, no, it's the same. It's exactly the same.
It is.
It is.
Really?
It really is.
Except we'll replace the helium-3 ions with hydrogen trifluoride.
Let's see if he notices.
So I'd be like, oh, plutonium, dude.
Oh God.
Plutonium dude was the name of my high school ska band.
Yes, just before you know, I'm aware that PU, you can make as a joke, say that I smell. I've heard it before. It still hurts.
God, if some listener ever compiled a canonical list of every high school ska band joke we've ever made, I'll just send them a copy of every book I've ever done.
yeah, that seems fair.
You are a hero.
Oh God! Now there's a listener that's just done and done.
It's I accept your challenge, you liberal cream puff.
Why did you give Crawkill a challenge?
We have to harness him for good, or something.
In any case,
to harness his great power, only for good.
But you two have been able to get a meal and are sitting in the med bay of.
Do you use utensils at all, or au naturel?
I'm a cat.
Church asking the big questions.
So, it's about that time you hear a knock on the glass, and one of the residents, medical students of the island, Dr. Hopman.
Yes, that's his me.
Yes, Dr. Day. How can we help?
The Secretary General is waking up.
Ah, wunderbar. So let's go check on the patient.
All right.
I pick up a bit of steak,
and leap and chop.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, and
you are quite good at that.
So, and as you start and you walk into the door, you actually see that he's sitting down having a conversation with another one of the scientists in Korean. So, having a night chat. He seems exhausted but okay. And they notice he notices you, and you notice his eyes actually don't get that wide. So
I'm sure he has files on us.
So, well, if anything else, but he.
I've seen some shit.
When he was told that he was on Big Science Island, he probably...
Either that it's like, he's like, oh, my friend, like, you have no idea the things I have seen in my youth. I have been through hell that you can only imagine.
So
he had to fight the North Korean knockoff of Tesladyne Inc.
Single-handedly.
Uphill, both ways.
That's how much
through the snow.
That's how much of a badass you have to be to lead the UN.
Yeah. So. Like, what about Kofi? And I'm like, don't ask.
Any case, but he waves to you, Doctor, and
also Doctor.
I'm technically a doctor.
Honorary doctor.
Oh, you're another one. So, the
Professor Emeritus.
He looks back at the young scientist.
Ferocious, large-hunting, fighting feline.
Says something in Korean, and he responds, Biomega, correct?
Yes.
So, I understand that I have you to thank for my rescue.
It's like, of course. You see someone in trouble, you help them. It's like, that is what I learned in my youth. And you're not there to make a comment, so you shut your mouth.
I'm trying to stay out of your scene, alright?
No, you mean Nazi youth? There you go. You're welcome, Ross.
I did not see that coming.
Anyway.
Should I get a fate point for that?
No.
Oh. Because I did it.
Well,
I get a fate point.
I said it! Anyway.
Well, Ross, try to use your powers only for good.
Anyway.
No.
Anyway.
Besides, Ross, I mean, we can't very well hire you for that one.
Anyway.
I see everyone's just bringing out the long
This is
knife.
what happens when you bring sugar to the table. We just go nuts.
Why do you think I keep bringing it?
Dan knows what he's doing.
He knows exactly what he's doing, and I for one applaud him.
I'm kind of running out of, I feel like I'm retreading old water, like bringing cookies and gummy candy. I feel like I need something new.
Nah. So we're pretty good. However,
next week, Jello shots.
Or baklava.
Woo! Oh, wait a minute. You already did the Rummy Bears.
Damn it!
Baklava.
Ooh. Anyway, Secretary
I forgot
General.
about the Rummy Bears. We might as well call the Rummy Bears again.
Cake.
The cake is alive.
Cheesecake.
Or German chocolate cake?
No, cheesecake.
No, chocolate cake.
You know, I'm trying to get us back on topic. I'm trying really hard.
But dude, we so just mentioned cake.
Yeah. But the Secretary General looks over. I understand I've been out for a while.
Yes.
Well, you haven't been out. You've definitely been out and about.
So I see you were copied. Is that much is clear? Actually, do we have some footage of some UN meetings, which clearly could not possibly be him?
Easily. So
it's show cue up the tape.
So you can actually just go and make a science roll if you want to do that, since you're actually knowledgeable in systems. So I'll let you get a roll just to see how effective.
Rower
0, because it's general science. And that's only a 2 for me.
So I'll actually give you a +1 in this case, so it's at least at a 1 since you're on Big Science Island. But you do bring up footage from the last week where he is what clearly appears to be the UN Secretary General denouncing atomic Robo and Tesladyne.
Right, but this is the part that really got me suspicious. I also propose we eliminate mankind. It is clearly a time. It's time that is time.
Nuclear waste is dangerous. We should all put it in the middle of Iceland, unguarded. No one will go and see it there.
It's too cold.
It's too cold. Nobody. Yeah.
Isn't Iceland covered in ice? Isn't that why we call it that?
Ironically, that's why they call Iceland
somewhere Bjork is screaming.
So you do see that as well. However,
but this time it's with a purpose.
However, you have but he does take a look at that and goes, I do not remember that. My last memory was being called over to Tesladyne Island. I was told that...
How long ago was that?
2 weeks.
You've been gone approximately 2 weeks. Well, not gone. You've been at the same place where you were, where we found you, but this copy has been pretending to be you.
So, yes, I had been called to your office to discuss some alternative energy solutions that Mr. Robo was wanting to present towards the UN Council, and the last thing I remembered was being guided into his office, asking him to wait, and then I
what
remember
type of
waking up
alternate
here.
energies?
I think that was that's probably just an excuse to get him here. But you see, we believe you were, well, for lack of a better term, hacked by organic circuitry.
Really fascinating stuff, I must say.
So, which the scientist actually, the other scientist, Kim, looks over to you and says, actually, and brings up a vial. It wasn't much when you brought him in, but he puts down a little petri dish that actually has some of the residue from what decayed off the techno-organic leaf.
What have we learned from it?
Other than that's like nothing so far. Unfortunately, we just took the sample off now. If you want to take a look at it,
I will do so.
So it's a little bit beyond.
And I will assist.
It's like, good. That's it. I just go like, is it over the shoulder?
Do we know what? Although the Secretary General looks up.
I'm carrying it with me now.
Well, do you know what happened to the other one? Now that you've brought me here.
This. It says, as of right now, I'm pretty sure by now that the one responsible for it knows that we probably have you. But I do. Unfortunately, I'm not able to follow the comings and goings of the fake Secretary General.
Well, you know that it's like you actually know that there's one good way to find out. So, although
the news.
Too many cooks.
What kind of crazy ass suggestion is that? The news.
Turning on Fox News. Clearly, this UN Secretary General is a copy of an evil liberal organization.
Because of Obama. Let's go to Bill O'Reilly now to explain why it's his fault.
Well, great. There go all of our Fox News listeners.
Both of them?
Bye, Steve.
It's like back when I interviewed Atomic Robo, I arrived there right before he blew his brains out with a plasma rifle.
What the hell?
But he's not dead. I told the truth.
You do say you actually did turn on the news, realizing that you had been kind of distracted. And top story: the UN Secretary General hospitalized after suffering massive seizure and going into a coma.
Most likely deactivated.
Because he got disconnected from this dude's head.
That's right, deactivated.
So
it's a load of junk.
See mine.
Burglars and toilets. Toilets and burglars.
As you look at the initial reports and the political pundits who are immediately taking a look at this, you realize that the main point they're bringing up is that early medical examination of the Secretary General has revealed some foreign agent in his body that doctors have not been able to recognize, and given the fact that he has had recent contact with Tesladyne, they believe that he may have been poisoned over a matter of time. This is pointing more towards Tesladyne's guilt, and they are now bringing up the federal government is considering warrants against Robo for crimes against the UN.
And then Brian Williams goes, I was there. I saw Atomic Robo. He poured something in his tea. I was there the entire time.
Yes, his mom remembers.
It was an assassin's tea party.
Yes, it was an assassin's tea.
The debauchery tea party.
No, assassin's tea party. It's different.
Oh my god,
totally different, but awesome.
Do you have to recite a creed at that tea party?
It's an ultimate kind of tea party.
But as you're watching the footage, he just sighs and immediately says, "I fear this might cause more trouble for you."
It's like right now. I think we are already neck deep in the caca right now. So
I could put a good word with you here. Maybe get you a different uniform.
We're all gonna die. I'll be deactivated. You'll die. But I've been programmed to avoid destruction. And
all things die in time. It's all right.
Except for
you see, unfortunately, I happen to like this world. It's where I keep all of my things.
Yes.
So. Although, I'd say about this time, if you want, you can show up.
Right.
So,
I'm here now.
Yes.
Let's talk to your Menno, who's also came in after watching the footage.
I've literally always been here.
This is a larger mess that Alan seems to have dipped us into.
Yes. The genocide. Yeah, this is.
I just find it strange that he's targeting Tesladyne and not the other super science agencies around the world.
Why? Tesladyne is the one who shut him down the first time.
So specifically Atomic Robo was the one who took him down, and from the files that you guys through other expositions, he went through great lengths to be able to do that. And although it would have been easier to just it's odd because you figured it would just be easier to be able to go back into hiding and try to at least collect enough materials even for a small craft at this point. Why he's taking the time to go as public as he is.
Because he's a dick. He's a D-bag.
Because he's trying to get nukes launched at Tesladyne Island.
No, he's either building the craft at Tesladyne Island, which of course will be annihilated in the launch, or I don't know.
Or if he's trying to find a way to harness the energy, because who cares what survives on Tesladyne Island if he's if he can somehow pretty much harness the blast, as it were, to power
or
his
the
ship.
fallout.
Yeah, or the fallout.
Well, first off, the ship. Did I figure out its path?
So, go ahead. For the path on this one,
Pathfinder.
So you do see that it actually. For that, you actually realize that you did need access to satellites that you don't have access to,
or something.
So it's like once you've explained that, the Secretary General actually says if you need certain codes, I can be helpful. Hopefully, since they considered my death, me in a coma, they won't be looking at it that carefully.
I would think that would be the time they would, especially looking at that. But yeah, no, let's try it. Better late than ever.
It's either that or else we trust on the power of the corset.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how much this thing has in it before it gives.
So you see, actually, he's still he points over to one of the scientists who pulls out a phone.
Yeah.
He looks through it, and of course BlackBerry, and then gives you that saying, "Here are the access points for our satellites."
Someone still uses a BlackBerry?
Actually, a lot of
they do. So.
Well, he is the Secretary General.
Yeah, it's a favorite of bureaucrats.
He's an older man.
Hillary Clinton uses two.
Actually, no, she's in trouble because she only used one.
Sorry, that was the other.
Although many politicians turn out to use private email, like Sarah Palin using Yahoo Mail, Chuck Hagel using Gmail. So yeah, but whatever. Anyways.
In any case,
politics, current references. Anyway,
so you can go ahead and make another roll. So this will, since you actually have access to this, you'll already get an automatic +2 aspect for UN special access.
This is science.
Yes, this will be your. Actually, I'll say this will be up your engineering roll.
Oh, wow!
Since this is dealing specifically with computer science,
5.
5 with the +2.
Yes.
All right. You do actually manage to backtrack through the records.
Yeah.
And see. You can't actually see anything. There's no ship going along that course.
Son of a bitch.
But you do end up seeing that there is there is a small shadow on one of the pictures that does show a submarine surfacing for a brief period of time.
Okay.
So we're
Damn
sure
it, Blue September.
So which path did it go? Like you said I wasn't sure whether it was going from Tesladyne to Iceland or Iceland to Tesladyne.
The Chartreuse February.
Yeah. So where is it now?
Where you can from cross-referencing that information, you can tell that it is now parked back at the Icelandic base off of the coast.
So went to Tesladyne and came back. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
Puce May is still good.
And as looking back and forth, you guys see that for the last 2 weeks, it's been
December?
making multiple trips.
Okay. Well, that's annoying. So either. Okay, so it's taking radioactive material to Tesladyne is the only thing that makes sense, because it needs the scientific resources Tesladyne to build the. Because because for the Iceland base, if they didn't need anything at Tesladyne, they would just build it in Iceland. So clearly they need something at Tesladyne. So it has the fuel at Iceland, taking it to Tesladyne where they can assemble it all together.
Unless he's got the ultimate motive of revenge.
Doesn't Tesladyne also have launch facilities?
The what?
Doesn't Tesladyne Island have launch facilities?
Well, it has all kinds of sciencey shit. So yeah, I'd assume so.
Are you talking about missile or
Well, space. Well,
Right, yeah. Genocidal space buggy.
So, well, you know that if this is considering a launch of a Orion craft, it's probably going to be
metal band.
Yeah, it's probably going to be impossible for him to do because that literally took almost a century to become fully functional, and even if Alan tries to do something smaller. If just to house his consciousness and launch it off in space, he may not have the materials to take anything else down. So we have no idea in this case what might be happening. Fluffy has given his theory that maybe that's like trying to use the nukes right now to absorb something, but we absolutely
so our options then are to go to Iceland, check out what's going on there, or just go straight onto the boss fight.
Well, here are some of your other options that you think of while you're debating it. You do have the option of exploring the Icelandic base.
Yeah.
However, you are on your own, so you don't have a lot to go off of at this point. But it would give you the most expedient information that you know of at this time. You still have yet to look to possibly contact or gather any of your other allies who are around the world in Tesladyne safe houses.
Oh yeah,
we do have the Jenkins though.
Yeah, you do have Jenkins. I do apologize. Yeah, that's one that you've found.
Plus, what's her name?
So really, that's the one that matters.
The one that darted me in the neck.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you said there was one in Berlin that we could get to.
You can get one in Berlin. There's also one in Kansas as well, because you still have access to the portal device.
Kansas.
What is the matter with Kansas?
No, they don't believe in science there.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So you do have access to that as well, and also there is the. Sorry.
Daedalus.
Sorry,
we haven't looked into Daedalus yet.
And you actually do have you do have the issue of Daedalus because you have no idea. That's like you only have a working theory that Alan may have fully infected them, so he might have eyes and ears otherwise that are fully under his control.
Do we know where they're physically located?
So Daedalus, no, they're.
So how would we? So how what would we do in that case?
So we
don't know where they are, and I don't do we even have a web address to hack them or an internet address to hack?
You do have the IP back to one of their satellites. You can try to do that, but this is also hacking a full human brain. So this is a biological creature, so they might be able to find that too. And I will say beforehand, that there is a risk involved because if you were doing this from Big Science Island, Alan is a master of manipulation, so he might try to work it in that they are in. That's like they are in league with Tesladyne, the turn Tesladyne.
Are they cahooting? What are you? Are you cahooting?
So it's a risk. It's a risk that you can take, but it might put your allies right in the crosshairs.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Oh well, thanks.
I am a cold and emotionless robot. But why don't we get our two ally safe houses first, just to get that out of the way?
Okay.
Because they could help us with the hacking, or they may have more leads on their own. So let's go to teleport to Berlin and deal with that shit first.
Okay.
So unless anybody has any objections.
All right. So
objections to teleporting to Berlin? I'm pretty sure that the doctor would be against that one.
Why?
Because it would go near Berlin.
Yeah,
it'll cause emotional scarring.
Yeah.
9?
Because you're a tortured nightmare.
9
wreck.
scars? That's a lot. It's more than 8.
And you wonder why I carry ether and rags with me at all times.
No, I don't. Because you're a monster, clearly. You're a killing machine. We've gone over this multiple times.
Yeah.
Perhaps you might have memory issues as well.
Okay. I will say that if you want to go ahead and call Jenkins and the other group that assisted you the last time, that's one you can have for free. They can be pulled over to Big Science Island immediately.
Okay, pull them over.
All right. So you won't they won't meet you after you get back. Okay. So
we would like to suggest that they use the portal to go to Kansas and get the other group while we're getting the group in Berlin.
So we can get let's
divide and conquer.
Let's abuse the fact that we have someone who actually speaks German on our team.
I once killed a man in Berlin.
Only one?
Berlin.
No way.
Well, you have
Berlin.
Anyway.
All right,
Burlesque?
So the plan right now is to go ahead and teleport over
to Berlin.
Berlin. What is going to be your cover for the Doctor and Fluffy?
Jurassic World.
It's too easy. Performance art. We'll put some wooden supports on his legs to make it look like he's a puppeteer, and he's doing anti-capitalist performance art.
Okay,
You'll just scream out in German. I am capitalism. I'm coming to. I'm the austerity move. I am the austerity. I'm coming to eat your jobs. Yeah, exactly. So
okay, and while that's going on one
I'll
side
put on
of the
a
street,
beret and a turtleneck.
That's going to be some massive deceive checks.
I suck at deceit.
I will do the.
You just have to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a dinosaur.
While they're doing that on one side of the street, I'm just going to put a collar and leash on Fluffy on the other and put on a fancy business suit.
Yes.
Or a dress.
And slick the hair back.
You represent colonialism. So it's performance art.
I don't have to say a word. Just walk with the tiger on the leash.
Yes.
And stick my nose in the air.
Exactly.
I don't actually speak German. I don't even speak the language of the country. I speak in its accent, at least my interpretation
What is the place that we're going to? We have the address of it?
Yes.
The actual safe house.
Yeah, the actual safe house.
It's actually just Berlin. All of Berlin is a Tesladyne safe house.
Yeah.
Hello? They're just mannequins. Millions of mannequins. They just have a very fancy computer answering machine.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Berliner. Hello.
That would explain why there's no sense of humor at all.
Wow.
So no, this was a
huge slam on Berlin.
You might actually be lucky with that with your performance art setting piece because its front is a discotheque.
Yeah, it is.
So on the west side, so you should be pretty. That's if you can pull this off, this will be a pretty easy way in. So
okay. So we'll dress Tom up with a top hat and a monocle and a business suit and a mustache to make him look like the Monopoly guy as a dinosaur. Have a sign, look, behold austerity as it eats your job. We'll be carrying that sign around in German, of course. So Tom will have to write it.
Okay, so this will be creating an advantage to be able to assist with it. So I'm going to say, if you're creating this from the 3D printers,
yes.
we have those. This is creating an advantage. And you're trying to make this convincing for because otherwise you're going to come off as gauche.
Can't do that.
Yeah, so I'm going to say this is going to be a +5 engineering check.
I can assist.
You think I won't spend Moxie or fate points? I will spend all the fate points. I don't care what I roll. I'm getting
because I do have engineering.
Okay, that's +1 if you succeed.
Ross gives 0 fucks.
I don't.
And
I will spend 1 fate point, and I'll get.
Well, okay, what you?
I got a 4.
Okay, that's enough to give it an advantage. So you have a +1 on that.
Okay, well that will put me at 5.
At 5, all right. You make a convincing Dino Man. That's like
Dino Monopoly Man.
Dino Monopoly Man. So
you represent austerity.
It's so do I say anything or?
Yeah, talk about how you're austerity. You're going to eat jobs and destroy the future generations. Paying back debt is more important than growth. That kind of thing.
Dino Monopoly Man was my new wave band in high school.
You see how fun that is, Aaron?
I've done it before. I know it.
Just read the Jacobin for a few issues, and you'll get it.
So, okay, you've been able to go ahead and create a convincing one. So, although here's going to be the issue of it before we start. Since are you going to be tied to him?
I'll also be wearing a top hat and everything, and I'll be like, I'll be carrying a sign austerity, you'll eat your jobs.
Okay, then there's for you. There's gonna be you'll be in.
But he'll have wooden stilts to make it look like he's a guy in a dinosaur puppet or a costume. Like the ones you've seen those guys.
Yes.
So yeah.
Well, here's the deal with it. To be able to pull this off successfully when you go there, you're going to have to make 2 checks each. Tom will have to make a successful athletics check to stay in time with you. You'll have to make a successful deceive check. If one or the other fails, the costume fails.
I will fucking spend. I will spend all the fake points. I don't give a shit.
What you think you can spend? I can spend. You think I can't spend? You want to spend?
Yeah, we'll spend.
Let's freaking spend, man.
There's going to be some spending, Aaron.
Okay, good. So
we don't give a shit about anything else.
Well, okay, wait. If we're going to do art, let's get pumped up the way Tony Snow does for a press conference.
Yeah.
Slapping each other.
All right, so that's one costume settled up.
All I need is a fancy suit, a slightly different.
Oh no, you should be wearing like a safari pith helmet type thing. So
For colonialist?
Yeah, you're the colonialist and he's the colonial subject.
All right, Russell and one Van Pelt costume.
Tiger, burning bright, and all that shit.
Put
I'll
on.
give you your fate point back.
Yeah.
I'll put on like a Hindu head wrap.
Wow. Oh. That's just edgy enough that it'll work in Germany.
Oh, damn, that's going to be it.
There goes our German listeners, or they're here.
Our Hindu listeners.
Or our Hindu listeners. We're just alienating the world.
I know.
Okay.
But this is art. I can't believe that sometimes.
I will not apologize for art.
Well, they were taking all the crescent rolls.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you've been able to do that.
Croissants.
That comes off successfully. Good job.
Not even really. Just like, yeah, no.
Well, it's really not that difficult for us.
Yeah.
All I need is a pith helmet, and shoot, I've got one of those at home. I paid $5 for it at a garage sale.
Alrighty then.
And all I need is a rhinestone collar and a head wrap.
Right, I know a guy.
So,
Does it have to be rhinestones? We could probably get diamonds easy. Carbon is like the most common substance on the world.
Let's just get a bunch of coal and then put it into a hyper compressor.
I'm sure there's like 6 of those laying around unused.
alright, so it's costumes were all ready. You're able to step through.
He's like, I briefly considered the stage before I went into science. I decided to go with science when I discovered I wasn't much of an actor.
So, anyway, those...
Father was very upset.
Okay, those with physics and engineering. So this will be your time. Your time to go ahead and roll again to see if the portal works correctly since you're programming it.
First chevron program. Second chevron.
I'm going to spend a fate point to re-roll that because that would have been a 1.
Okay,
I have 5.
5.
Chevron
Okay.
5.
I'll go
Locked
4.
on.
4.
A boom, boom, boom.
Totes
It's
of
not
9.
a Stargate.
It's a Stargate.
So 4. And Ross, are you rolling as well? I forget that this was
Do I need to?
So this is programming it so you can be I was allowing you physics and engineering
All right.
first to get to the full level. So
I'll double check the word. Oh, look, you forgot to carry the 6. 5.
5. All right.
Yeah.
So
That's good. That would have dropped us right into a power plant.
well, this is a little bit more complicated because again, although the pinpoint was necessary for the UN building, this one was going again into a crowded area. So you're trying to figure out a way.
Oh,
where
dude, you
might not be
teleported
seen.
into somebody. Oh, shit.
Oh, they got splinched.
Telefrag.
Right. It's like.
Did we just explode the person and we're just fine?
Or do you teleport into a grate like that video? It's a snap.
Oh, yeah. It's a snap.
I am God.
But you step through. That's like you managed to go ahead and step through the portal and emerge in the alley. That's like alleyway across from the street from the nightclub. It is
piss.
so it's about 8 o'clock at
Smells
night.
like Germany.
Yeah, I mean, it smells like piss because they don't have public restrooms.
And remember, all of you, remember, no jokes. Germans do not have sense
Wow, jeez. They have a sense of humor.
of humor. According to Patton Oswalt, they don't.
Yes, he's the great authority on
Yeah.
Germans.
Anyway, you take it. So you do see the nightclub across the way. It is very crowded. The bouncers are up at the door. So how are you getting in?
I'm walking a tiger on a leash.
You know that the actual area that's like the area
in the disco. In the disco.
It is the disco.
Panic in the disco.
Yeah.
I'm Disco.
But you do need to get in there because you have to give a specific drink order when you get in there.
Oh my god!
So,
all right,
I'm
have to
just
get in
going
there.
to walk right in the door
with a cabaret act.
with the cat on the leash.
Yeah,
Because, what, the bouncer is going to
Fake
stop
it till
me?
you make it, Aaron. You just
Well-
walk in like you own the place.
Well, you're all together at this point, so you're trying to make it. The bouncer immediately stops you. looks up there.
No, he doesn't. I have a tiger on a leash.
He steps
I'm
in
just
front
going to keep walking.
He steps in front of you. Sir, there are no animals in this club.
Fluffy.
Growl.
Wait, so do you remember how
Are you trying to provoke?
Are you saying growl? Or
Are you saying growl?
I'm saying growl. It's like, I'm not a cat. I'm a midget in a suit. 2 midgets in a suit.
Deceive check.
Wow. Spend a point to roll that because I'm the king of the Iron Jungle. Or not, I'm not just a show tiger.
Okay, good.
Actually, you should have. Blue Shield is like, I'm Peter Dinklage in this. You son of a bitch. I'll have your career.
Peter Dinklage.
Okay, that's at least a 2.
Spend another fate point. Spend all. Make it a 6.
No.
But he looks around, immediately looks at you, looks back. I don't care who you are. And he is speaking in German, by the way.
Does any of you speak it?
Sure.
Don't one of you.
I am a hyperglot, so I've got a +2 to linguistics, so yes.
Okay, that'll be for your response, so you can understand him. Sir, I don't care what your deal is. You're not coming in. You're not coming in like that, especially butting in line. You need to go back.
Come back later, John Wick style.
But you are all together. So how are you convincing the bouncers?
No, they went first. We're getting our act ready.
Yeah.
So
What's a cabaret act?
Where's a cabaret act?
Is there a place where I could just climb in?
off to the side.
Do you ask the guard? Is there a place I can just climb in?
No. I'll just turn on the quantum refractor and sneak in through a window.
When he perfect.
You'll have to sneak around the
He
building.
says you're not getting in like that. It's like fine. Kazaa! Gesture so that, or about the same time that he's got his quantum refractor going on. Just
I am Hassan.
magic trick. Siegfried and Roy. Right in.
Yeah, castanet.
So
Do that?
it's like, well, you'll have to go ahead and activate that activate that stunt, and this will be a deceive check on your end to see
I
if
can
you
pull it off.
Or actually, yeah, I'll say it's a deceive just to do it because you have garnered the attention of the other patrons who are trying to get into the club. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so and unfortunately, and he is already unimpressed.
I don't think it can.
So
Well, if I could walk up with a tiger on a leash, make it disappear.
These are
Right in
some
front of
jaded.
everybody.
Can I just say these are some fucking jaded motherfuckers? Like another guy with a tiger that talks English.
have you seen all the statues in Berlin?
That's like the fifth
That's
one
a
this
statue.
week.
That's not a talking tiger. I'm just saying they're really jaded.
You know, that could also be a comedy sketch, like the world's most jaded security guard. You know, like a Cenobite shows up to take soul. Like, yeah, I don't care what hellgate you crawled out of. You're not on the list.
I'm going to spend a fate point. This only works if you're a little crazy.
Okay, that's +2.
And that will give me a 4.
4. Okay, this is a dual charge. You need to disappear from quickly since you are using the refractor. So go ahead and make your stealth roll. And this you will have to use that as the stunt, so you will have to use that. So
It's already a stunt that I have.
so well, you're invoking it. So
Yeah.
all right.
So my base stealth is 4, so +1 is 5. Quantum refractor makes it 6.
Okay, so that's like you disappear from view. It comes out. That's like he disappears from view. You make your flourish, David. Somehow, and as you do, I will say it helps be a little bit crazy. For some reason, doves do end up flying out of your sleeves,
How did
I planned for this.
and you get a standing. It's like you get a round of standing ovations from the people.
Even though they are standing.
So
Oh yeah, a round of ovation. And then I'm just going to say aloud, I was to be tonight's entertainment, but apparently I have been bounced. Ooh. I'm going to be going to the club across the street and taking my business with me.
Boo with this sort of thing.
we're still
This
okay.
turn-
Boo in German! Boo in Deutschland!
This is that. So and
Just look at the bouncer for a moment.
the other.
Sir, I do bid you good night.
One of the other bouncers looks over. Dude, Hans, come on. That's gonna help.
Jesus,
tonight.
Hans, get with the program.
Fine.
Typical
And he
Hans.
opens the rope for you, David.
Well, thank you, Hans. Und Franz,
Like, my name is Carl. You are Franz now.
because you're working with Hans. Hans and Franz. You're here to pump me up.
So
We do not
all right.
understand that reference.
You manage to get around and go and see that there actually is a
Because those two were Austrians,
there
not
actually is a
Germans.
fire ladder going up to
Also,
the roof, so you'll be able
SNL
to
from
get.
the
You'll
early
go up there and
90s.
we'll get you in a second.
How many Germans do you think listen to that?
Now if you
them.
mention sprockets, I'm sure they get that.
Yeah,
Since this is 1985. So.
apparently.
But in any case, so Team Team Tiger has gotten in.
Actually, like this is like from across the street. So
Now it's time for Team Pantomime.
Yeah, no, you're going to be talking. I'll boost you.
All right, so you need to walk across the street
Yeah.
effectively. So your athletics check to make sure you don't break your bars.
Siegfried, this is Roy. I'm in.
6.
You actually made it on the dot.
Yeah.
It's hard to walk in tandem, especially since there's a little bit of a height difference. So,
Okay, yeah.
but you managed to come up again. Some of the other club goers are waiting in line, going, "Oh wow, we got the magician first. Now we have the living dinosaur."
Austerity! It eats your jobs! It represents austerity!
So, well, give me your full. The guard looks over. Oh, God, is it just Freaks Night? What's your deal?
Actually, no, it's like actually in German, like we must lend money to Greece.
Topical. I eat your money. I eat your money. I drink it like a milkshake. Like that American movie.
You get. No, it's like Ross. Go ahead and make your deceive check, but you get a +2 because of the zeitgeist.
You're welcome, Ross.
Yay.
By the way, Ross, can you spend?
I will spend a fate point to
Can you
reroll.
spend?
Yes,
You
I
can
can.
spend.
I will, because I rolled
You
negative
can
3.
spend if you want to.
Goddamn.
All right, what do you got?
Spend, Ross.
This is still a +2. You get so.
Let's see. Do I need to? Let's see. With deceive +4.
Should be your
6, 4. So I got a 4. Do I need to spend any more?
It is at a 5. You did get a bonus.
All right, I'll
because
spend my
of the
second
free
fate point.
What are you invoking?
Undercover bot.
Okay, so that'll pump you up to the 6. It was only a 5 because we've already had the magician tiger.
Yeah.
So, but they look over there. Ah, yes, I see political commentary. You're looking here to get wasted for tonight. Just with this, right?
And
Scare up.
the people.
It's like,
Alright,
oh yes, booze to sell for the masses.
All right,
Sleep.
all right. Just don't start a fight. They open it up for you, so
We're gonna
you're able to
stop
walk through.
It's like oh please.
He's a Marxosaurus.
It's like, oh, like don't
You
start.
lose all your fate points.
As I walk in,
Good.
as I walk in, like when he says "don't start a fight," like says like it's the liberals who are the violent ones.
And as you go through, you hear intermittent cheering and booing. So
Like, holy crabs, that worked!
Of course it worked. My ideas are amazing.
It's like yes, well, they're quite good.
Yes.
So, do I have to keep wearing all this?
Until we found the safe house.
all right. So, but you've been able to make it in. It's going to take a minute just to go through the throngs of the throng on the dance floor.
If anyone stops me, like says, this costume takes like an hour to get on and off.
Give me your job.
But Dan,
Actually, question. Is sleight of hand a science? Because there is a certain amount of art to it.
no, that's like that. Anything on that would probably be under
Burglary.
intrigue or burglary. So yeah, that would be under a burglary check. But in any case, Dan, you managed to make it up to the roof. You don't have to make a climbing check since you're you.
I'm a tiger, and I have reinforced biomega claws. I'm pretty certain most surfaces are scalable.
So go ahead.
You're just going to put a series of paw prints up the side of the wall.
If I have to.
They should have let you in the front door.
And there's some drunk person sees you like, oh, kitty.
Well, there are. That's like two. It's like you when you get up there, you do see that there is a primary skylight that is over the main dance floor, and a stairwell that's leading down, probably into a VIP section off to the side. But there is a couple next to the skylight apparently making out. So. If you and you know that the most direct way would probably be in through the skylight itself, You could.
Have they asked the Snooch for permission?
I have not asked the stage for permission, Tom.
That is not good.
Nope.
But you can go through there. But go ahead and make a notice check.
Nope.
Wow.
What?
1.
What? Yep.
Everything's fine.
Yep. Actually, this is pretty. This is pretty clear for the most part. So
Right.
you can't say that anything.
No, but there's some kid. Why is there a child on top of the roof of a nightclub?
So
Why
go
not?
ahead.
It's Germany. We are more liberal here. Jeez, we do not coddle children like in America.
So how are you getting in?
Stealthily. How did they get up here?
Presumably through the stairwell.
Goes through the stairwell.
Okay. As you reach that, go ahead and try. You will go ahead and make an athletics check.
4.
So, all right, you're actually lucky that I only went into 2, as you feel the heat of a laser blast soaring over your shoulder and singeing the door.
That's not very polite.
So,
Where did that come from?
you look back and you actually see that the couple that what you assumed that was a couple making out over the skylight is now staring directly at you, and they probably shouldn't have glowing red eyes.
No, they shouldn't.
And or should have laser cannons emerging from their palms.
Probably not.
Nope,
Notice check from down in the thing.
not at the moment. So because you have your
Oh
concentration.
wow, there's a laser light show going on. This club is really kicking.
And you have disco balls and multiple strobes going off in your face right now.
And a lot of
Oh, I've got a cream for those.
Duke,
So-
Duke, Dukes, 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 Dukes,
So-
Dukes, 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 Dukes.
So, but you'll have to deal with that in a second. So,
Okay, I'm dead.
all right, team dance floor.
Oh, you're gonna have to dance off against dataless agents. Please say you have to dance off against dataless agents.
Wow.
Oh, they are so getting served.
I will go to the
Damn
bar
sure I
and
had to
order
get
them
rid of that
drink.
corset.
I will go with him.
Okay, this will be your athletics roll to get through the dance floor. So, and if you're keeping up, and your deceive check to make sure that you're still working with it. So,
Really? Okay.
Okay.
We haven't reached the point where people are too drunk to be that noticeable.
6.
They should always be drunk.
6.
I've got a 6 on my athletics as well.
Well, you don't have to make it. So it's just these two.
5.
So, although if you want to do a deceive check, that's fine. So since if you're keeping up your act.
5.
5. All right.
More doves.
Actually, you
How
know
did
what?
they get in there?
That would be a roll of 6 for that too. So
6.
watch this, bunny rabbit.
So I will allow that. You do manage to make
Where
it
did
up
I
to
get the
bar.
little white rabbit? I don't know, but it's gone.
Bartender comes over. Hey, what do you want?
Call sign drink.
Tequila, Manhattan, atomic, nuclear sunshine.
Super
Is-
Alabama liquid snake.
So it looks up for you a second.
With a lime twist.
Is that with or without the isotopes?
With, of course.
Like, Jesus, what do you think we are?
So-
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's like
I hope I don't have to say that again. I already forgot it.
Remember what?
Yeah.
No, that's the first call sign. Second call sign's different.
I'm not that cruel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not the eternal.
brings up that bottle. Shit. It looks like look like the bottles are. We don't have enough of the tequila back here, so I'll be back. I'll be back in a second.
All right.
So I'll be back in a
Like a
second.
cat. We're talking a 9mm cat or a 45 cat.
Puts down what looks like a coaster.
Okay, I look at the coaster.
You
Your eyeballs
actually
explode. You looked at the
You see
room.
that in the center of it
Yeah.
is a fingerprint scanning. So you feel it.
Because you're an infiltration android with fingerprints.
Yes.
I'm supposed to pass as human. Jeez, that we've been over
Yes.
this.
You see the scanner go over your hands, That's and once it verifies your identity, you actually see a scrolling message appear around the edge of it.
So
Welcome. That's welcome, Agent Royd.
Andy D. Royd.
Yeah, you have. Currently, we cannot let you into the facility until it is cleared out. We believe we have been infiltrated. Please continue cover.
Sad face.
So,
Okay.
it actually retrofits into a pad.
Okay.
So as you're writing back down, so
Alright.
sad face. Yes, very sad.
Okay.
Oh, the ennui we feel about infiltration.
Wow. I'm apparently an existentialist.
If you can stay till closing, well, we'll bring you down and inform you once we've cleared out. Until then, keep cover.
Okay. Austerity bad. Drink, drink, drink.
So
Good thing you can't get drunk.
Actually,
I'm going to compel myself. I am an android. I cannot get drunk.
2 points.
I'll take a fate point for that. So
I
I
have a
will.
fate point now. I think I still.
But you do have the current aspect, Raging Bender. So that's a minor consequence on you.
Alright, fair enough.
You're Stark fall down sober.
All right. So, but you guys are able to make it.
I'm a little nervous. I haven't been in public.
But you guys are able to make it up to the bar.
You're a symbol. You know that, right? You're a symbol of austerity. It's bad.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. I'll have the Bill Nye the Science
I
Guy.
can't get drunk. I'm a
Bourbon,
robot.
neat, and warm.
Shh, don't tell anyone. I'm a robot.
That's you were given. That's you. The same bartender after you
There
come
might be
back
nanites
passes
in
over
there
the
that
same
will mess with
one
your
and
circuit and make
identifies
you
you in the
feel
same
drunk.
way.
I'm a
So you get the-
bio-organic.
So you were getting the information that there
That
apparently
again?
are
Right.
dateless agents
This is
wandering
I'm
in
a
the crowd.
drunk. This is an emulated software.
So
Type out the word neutralize, ?
Well, it's a very convincing software.
it's too many civilians about. Do not want to risk casualties.
Whoops!
Not
So
engage.
So
Turn
not
to the lady
engage.
next to me. Hey, honey, want to see my bird?
this is so. At this
I don't know
point,
how they
we
get
go
there.
back to Dan, who we are now in combat.
Woo! Clever girl.
So they've already got an attack on.
Senpai, no.
This round you are faster on the end, so it is your turn. What do you do?
Flying leap, tooth and claw.
Okay.
With biomega claws. And that is a 6.
Okay. Alright, they will go ahead and try to defend on that. And so, the first one will, since they are 2.
Yep.
Shit.
Ha!
And your what weapons rating are your claws at?
My claws do not have a weapon rating, but they just ignore 2 armor.
They ignore 2 armor. Okay, so that's in the sense that that would be so that would actually go ahead and pierce. That will go ahead and ignore the 2 armor that they have. So he is. The first agent has taken 2 physical stress, but he is still up. And they will go ahead and take 2 attacks on you now. One of them will attempt to pin you,
Okay.
and the other one is going to attempt to fire on you. So,
Okay.
First one for the grapple. And can you beat a 3?
With what?
So that will be your hit threshold. So you should have a 4 at least. So
Do what now?
from your physical attributes,
Yes.
you have a.
Am I opposing this with something?
Oh yeah, you can oppose it with it. I'm sorry, you can oppose it with an athletics. I was thinking something else. Never mind. Go ahead.
I have an athletics of 4 versus that.
All right, and highest go to the defender.
You actually got to say clever girl, huh?
So you managed to bounce out of that way. Yeah. And
Now I'm about to get a face full of the lasers.
yeah, you get a face full of the lasers, and they will.
Is that anything like the vapors?
So, and he will go ahead and invoke stay on target.
Stay on target.
Well,
Pull up, Porkins.
and thankfully, Daedalus agents are shit when firing. So,
Well, they don't really expect to have a Siberian tiger tearing their shit apart.
Are you a white tiger?
Yeah, of course. If I'm going to be a tiger, what other tiger would I be?
The orange one?
No.
That's what they're expecting. That's how they get you.
Alright, so go ahead. It's now your attack.
Who are they?
Continue with the assault. Rar, rar, rar. That's the sound the kitty makes. 5 again. No, 6 again.
6. Alright. Actually, we'll say this with it. It goes on a full hit. So this is the same, the man of the group. But since you went over that, I am going ahead and compelling still a Bio Mega Cat.
Uh-huh.
And you do not know the force of your own strength as you go hurtling into him, force him into the skylight, and you both go crashing through.
Woo! Duke, Duke, Duke.
Everybody else.
Duke.
You hear it's like over the turn. Well, no, this isn't the club music. This is other Skrillex. This is dubstep. So,
Skrillex, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we like.
Yeah.
Skrillex doesn't have to be everywhere.
Well, I'm just. You
By
know.
the way,
But somehow Skrillex is running the
That's right, Ross, but does the frequency of dubstep force, cause you to go crazy? Like,
pulling out your own feet.
And you actually do hear over the dubstep, you do hear the crash of glass as a shower from the skylight is coming down.
Golden shower.
And you see Fluffy and that's like what appears to be an android in his claws struggling as they fall to the floor.
the aristocrats.
So
I drop ECMs.
too late. This is a loud job.
Son of a bitch.
So
Enter the page, quick.
Yeah, it's too late for that. Be like, oh no, guerrilla fighting. Implement. I grab a bottle of booze and start making a Molotov cocktail.
well, before we start that, go ahead and roll in athletics to see if you can survive. It's like you can survive the fall without damage.
Him, not me. Yeah. Go for it, Dad.
If I succeed, I know I have a spend in mind for this.
Okay.
Better.
Remember, you like.
But first, I will spend to re-roll that.
Ooh. Yes.
So this will primarily be to defend yourself. So from you.
Defend myself from gravity. That's still better than what I had before.
Okay, what'd you get?
4.
4. All right. That does succeed. However, the agent manages to slip out of your claws.
I was gonna say, can I do a spend of King of the Iron Jungle and just nope, you're getting pinned, bitch.
How many hit points do you have left?
1.
1.
Yep.
If you make that spend, you get it.
I'll spend that because how impressive will that look?
Wait, I've got it.
All right.
Ta-da! Sometimes you got the tiger by the tail. Sometimes the tiger has you by the balls.
So, but that actually is enough that you. I would say with you doing that with Flair, you managed to go ahead. When you fall on him, you manage to actually get him through the chest with one of the pieces of glass that had fallen with you. So he is effectively down in a shower of blood and transmission fluid. So everybody,
Is the music still going on?
it is now.
It's just plugged into a laptop. Of course, it's still going. It's not like DJ's actually doing anything anymore. Oh, huge criticism.
How much is the G?
It is still going on. However, everybody, that's like all the party goers are immediately screaming and now rushing towards the exit.
Dude, why? The party is just getting started now.
With the full exception of about 4 other people who are now staring straight at you.
Eat that dirt.
All glowing red eyes, and also the 5th one that is glowing from above you.
I'll just start nodding my head to the beat.
So, when you immediately see this, and out of the corner of your eye, Ross, you look back at the coaster, and it immediately is glowing red and scrolling containment protocol.
Containment protocol. We're all gonna die. Everything's gonna be on fire. It's gonna. All right, yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna be useless for this first round. I'm gonna compel myself to be useless.
What do you? Well, how are you compelling? So
I'm drunk and I'm like,
Raging bender.
I'm just trying to get off my bar stool. That's my action.
okay.
Oh god! There's some sort of gravity trap. I can't. Oh god! Everything's spinning. Gyroscopes offline.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys. It's up to you.
So
And now, for my next trick.
Well, let's stop right now.
Okay.
We need it. We're going to go to the order with this right now. So,
Who's this? An initiative?
Yeah, this will be an initiative roll for.
So we go, then they don't go, then we go, right? Damn it.
So,
But wait, I have phase 10 in my car. Can I just bring all
Wait,
the
but
skip
they
cards?
should only have like 3
Skip.
attacks per melee. We should have like 5 or 6.
We should get one per limb.
We all have boxing.
Just
I have 4
flail
limbs and a prehensile tail.
Oh yeah, you do
Prehensile
have a
tail?
prehensile tail.
Like,
You have to put that little
Wait, Ross,
at the end
did you
because
take
it's got a
boxing?
question mark.
Yes.
what's your hand to hand?
I have 3 attacks per melee. Clearly. I was took martial arts as a kid, so clearly I have
It's
5
really
attacks
not
per
as much
melee.
fun when Caleb's not here.
Somewhere he's.
We're all like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like a palladium voodoo doll. That whenever we mention it, he feels it.
yeah, it's
Wow.
not that big of a case. So, since it's like they are reacting to you, they will go ahead and get the first rounds first. This round for this prize. So, there are 4 agents on here. 5th one may come down here in a second. So, outside of the room, Ross,
Yeah.
David, and Tom are all at the bar here on the north side.
North side.
The same.
North side.
Dan is in the middle with and
With the shattered husk of an agent underneath me.
yeah, and the agents are all bordering him here. Seeing as they've recognized him first as this attack, you're lucky with your disguise checks. You completely bypass them. So
Let's ignore the dinosaur in the top hat.
well, the performance was actually convincing enough, so they did not activate sensors to make sure that you were actually something different. So you got
God,
really
their
lucky.
sensors suck.
No, your disguise rules.
Yeah, you managed to do that. So
Your disguise is awesome.
It is.
all right, Dan. I will say they are going to go ahead and attack as a full unit. So this will only be 1 roll.
Speciesists.
But because they are attacking in tandem, they will have a +3 advantage to
Wait,
their attack.
Wait, so I gave up my action. Do David and Tom get an action?
After they move.
Oh, okay.
So this is they are moving
Sorry,
first. Because they came down in surprise for this round, so next round you will be up. So in any case. Alright, they will be rolling at it's like 3, 4, it's like 7.
It's just a little airborne. It's still good.
Okay.
Nope.
What's that? Wow, you have been rolling terribly.
That's a 2.
2. Alright, and how much armor do you have?
2.
2. Alright, so 2 of that will be 2 of that will be absorbed, since they have weapon 1 on their lasers.
Are you sure you don't want the pink
Make
love
the effective
dice?
burn, and you will take. That will be effectively 3 stress that you'll have to go through. So that can be a minor consequence, or you can take physical stress.
Oh, you got 4 total, right?
Yep.
So now the way it's not just 4 boxes. It's like the standard fate stuff where like you could just check off the 3,
Yeah.
and that would be your 3 thing.
Yep.
So,
Ow.
well, no, number 3. Like you check off the 3rd box.
Oh.
Each box represents how much stress that one box can take.
Yeah,
But obviously, if all your other boxes are filled up, you have to use that one. So
The top one, yeah. Or you can take the consequence, but you decided that. So they've had their attack this turn. Full combat begins now. So we will go ahead and start off with David.
For my next trick, Hanky, quick draw death ray.
Okay, so which one are you firing on?
I'm going to fire on the one that is up through the skylight.
Okay, do you see her, though? Well, actually, yeah, I'll say that she's visible.
She was looking down.
She's looking down, so I will give
With glowing red eyes.
So, you got it. You do have advantage on that, so go ahead.
That is a 6.
Right. She will try to dodge out of the way.
And I do have weapon 2 on that.
Okay. All right. Luckily enough, though, she only has athletics at 2, so that's a 4. And she's so you do end up hitting her. What is the? And she will go ahead
That
and
would be 4 stress.
Yeah. So 4 stress, and she's going to go ahead and mark off a physical stress mark.
Ooh.
All right, Tom.
All right. Well, I'm just going to reach for the nearest thing in hand, probably one of the other bar stools, and fling it with a lot of speed.
All right, at who?
1. How many androids were there again?
Down with social welfare program. Blah.
The nearest one.
So there
That
are
would be
5.
one of the 4.
We must cut.
There's 4 in a cluster and 1 up there.
Yeah, there's 4 total. There's 4 total on the floor and a 5th one on the roof.
Through a skylight.
Yes, through this guy.
I'll
Taxes
throw it
for
at the
the
one. I'll
rich.
throw it at the one that was up.
So, all right. Well, what do you mean up? Because
The one through the skylight.
that's there's a chance that it's
Gravity is weird.
yeah. That's about it's like that's probably
weird.
about 20 feet. So
See, I
No,
can
it's
get away
about
with it
maybe
because
like
I'm
40
using a
feet
ray
up,
gun.
like 30, 40 feet.
Just
If it's
pick
a dance hall.
whoever
It's
you
pretty
nail.
All right,
with-
just one of the 4.
Whoever you nail with the bar stool is probably going to get a face full of fluff.
So, Darren, has this gone into a full Panic at the Disco?
That happened
I'm
last
the
round when
disco.
people freaked out.
well, it's like there's Panic at the Disco, although it's more or less emptied out, but it's about to be emptied out anyway. So the daily
So really all that's left now is to get the roof on fire.
no.
But we don't need no water.
You both lose a fate point.
Okay, how about the roof is not my son, but I will raise it.
You lose all the fate points.
Oh, joke's on you. I only have 1. Wait, damn it. That's not 0.
Any case, you can, but that's going to be a hard one to hit. So
What, on the dance floor?
no, on the roof.
It's on the
So-
dance.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
said
one on the dance floor.
He changed targets. to dance floor.
Okay, so one on the dance floor. There's 4 here. So well,
Oh, man. I wish I'd gone as the DJ. Then I could save Dan's life, and Dan could then say, DJ saved my life.
okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh.
DJ Abacus in the house. Now, DJ Blade Runner, that would be my name.
No, DJ Roid Rage.
4.
Okay, did you
It would
spend
be
that
Ross and the
what are you invoking?
Replicants.
No, that's a band name. That's not a DJ name. It would have to be a Blade Runner name.
No, actually,
Jay
I take it back.
Batty, like-
Roar and charge.
Roar and charge. Okay.
Yeah,
all
fuck
right.
it, I'll charge at him.
Okay. Well, that's invoking a fate
Oh,
point.
DJ
still, so-
Tears and Rain.
So yeah, so in that case it'd be a 6.
That's 6. Okay, they will try to defend.
DJ Body Snatcher.
All right, and that is a fit. That is a failure. So how much damage does that do?
DJ Decker.
DJ, Deckard, yeah, that's good.
So do you have any weapons on top of that?
DJ Bishop.
Natural weapons.
Yeah.
Just not. How much does that do? Any weapon damage, or is that just?
Yeah, I assume so.
Did you specify it?
Oh, is it stunt?
Yes, it's a.
Do you have any
it's
stunts left? How
It's a
many
mega
stunts
stunt.
Okay.
Okay. Well, did you specify any weapon damage on that stunt?
You'd have to spend points for that.
He did.
I did
Oh.
when I
that?
created.
What does it say?
I wrote it down as roar and charge.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
well-
as a mega stunt, you could actually specify it. So. Mega stunts.
Because that'll give you the plus.
How
2
much did you
it.
spend on
Do
it? How much did you spend on that mega stunt? Each benefit. Let's see here.
that? Because it's 2. Essentially, it's 1 benefit
Yeah.
that he gets from it, which is the natural plus 2. The other one would be plus 1 for every extra that you. Put
I know I
onto
spent it to get. It does extra damage.
Okay, so that would be. Is that weapon 2 then?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I needed to know. That marks off of.
Oh wait, a mega stunt takes up 1 stunt slot. Each PC can have stunts, but a single stunt can have. But a mega stunt can have 2 or more benefits. So maximum 5 benefits. So character with mega stunt can end up with more than 5 benefits. So basically, yeah. Let's see. We could just use one like robot fists. Plus 1 to attack, and then weapon 2. So why don't we just treat them equivalent as robot fists, like on page 81. Plus 1 to attack, weapon 2.
So, and I'll take that. So,
Yeah.
all right. So that would be for a full 6. They only absorb 2 of that, so that takes off a box of stress for them. Actually, I'll take off 2, so you've managed to actually take out 1.
Whoa.
All right, Dan, you're next.
So Tom just took 1 out.
Yes.
I will charge this corner.
Okay.
Tiger Pounce.
Tiger Pounce. So go ahead and make your attack.
Tooth and claws. You need to stop saying that. Yeah. 2.
Are you sure you don't want some of my pink love dice?
Your pink love dice rolled -4s for me on more than one occasion last week.
2.
Jesus.
Try them once.
No.
All right, that makes...
It's just fate. Dan doesn't like fate. Fate doesn't like Dan.
That's a more accurate description.
All right, so they will...
I have been keeping them in a tiger skin bag. That's got to be worth something for you.
I think Fate's angry at Dan for not running Frozen Files.
Dale's agent go ahead and invokes a fate point to go ahead and get +2 underneath unnatural cybernetic strength.
Okay.
Manages to dodge out of the way, but creates enough of a flare that he's right behind a table, so you'll end up going careening into that. So for the next roll, you'll have the minor consequence of tangled up in dinnerware.
Okay.
All right.
Flattened by flatware?
Do I get an action now?
Not for this turn because you gave it up. So you'll have
everyone's acted. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's acted. So now we're back over to the robots. They will go ahead. Now that there are multiple actions, they will go ahead and react again, starting with Roof Sniper. She did not appreciate being shot at, and she's going to aim at David.
Let's just hope we don't get caught up in the crossfire.
And that will be a +3.
Bulletproof. I don't even know the rest of the lyrics in that song.
I was referring to
Bulletproof?
The game?
No, the Rihanna song?
No, I'm guessing the board game.
Crossfire.
Okay, and on my athletics to just kind of dodge, I got a 4.
4? Okay, that's enough. So she managed to take that out of the way, although she will be, seeing as she's missed you twice, she's going to go ahead and jump down the next turn.
Sorry.
And we'll be taking that action. All right, and let's see.
Well, that's going to be on her next action, right?
That's on her next action. She doesn't take it this turn. So, all right, Dan. That's you have your one will be attacking you now.
Okay.
Although you are at the minor consequence at the moment, so.
Right.
All right, and
But Dan doesn't have a consequence.
For this round, I have one.
For what?
Flattened by flatware.
so
it hit you again.
yeah, going into that, careening into the table.
That or the tiger is tabled.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take that actually. That's better. So you will have to defend against a 3.
Total athletics of 6.
6. All right, and that's with your -2.
4.
Okay, so
it still beats it by 1.
that's fine. So that's beats it by 1. You managed to get through that. All right, and the last 2 on the ground. One will be attacking Tom, and the other one will. Actually both will be attacking you because Ross, you're recharging your fuel cell.
So I don't get another action?
Well, no, you'll get an action if they're fighting. So you'll get your action next turn.
Start of the round.
But they're both going to attack Tom since you were the one who saw pin him. So
they finally saw through you guys.
Yeah. So first attack, 2. You can probably defend against that. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Morris, and second one. All right, that's going to be a 4. So
On me?
yeah, on me. Those 2 attacks.
Nope.
What did you actually roll?
2.
So you take 2 points of
Yeah,
stress.
2 points of stress. So
You
take a minor consequence,
Yeah.
or you can just mark off.
Fill in-
mark off
mark
the-
off your second stress box.
Yeah. Because that will heal at the end of the scene.
Yes.
Assuming you don't lose all of it, in which case you're out of the fight.
But then I might go total monster.
No, if you lose all your stress, you're out.
Yeah.
You're
No,
either
but beforehand, I might just go unleash my bloodlust.
Oh, no.
That's fine. All right, but we're back to the top of the round. Ross.
Okay. I finally got enough I've defeated my nemesis Barstool.
Mega Nemesis.
Yes. I will use grappling gun to hook to the ceiling and try and kick and swing into one and kick him in the face.
Okay.
In like Flynn?
Yes.
So, trying to think how you can do this, because if you're trying to
He
hook,
wants to swing from the shadow.
if you're going to swing on that, that's going to be a 2. It'll be 2-on-1 for engineering to be able to shoot it.
I have a stunt. I have a grapple.
Oh, you do have a stunt?
Yeah. That's why I do that.
Oh, okay.
I have a grapple gun.
All right, so I forgot you had the stunt for that. So okay, that's fine. Go ahead and make a combat roll.
Yeah.
With your +2. And
3 plus 5.
5. All right. And were you just careening into the closest one too?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, all right. Well, go ahead.
It's even better cold.
I know.
5. Wow.
Gives the grease.
So, and he defended with a 5. So, he immediately saw you and rolled and deflected you off.
Okay.
So, it was a valiant effort.
Okay.
We're going to name that one Basil Rathbone.
So, good job, David.
All right. Looks like she's getting ready to jump down. I'm just going to laser her really, really hard now.
Okay, so you're going to take another shot at her?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
And that is a 6.
6. All right. So, and she is going to defend with a 2, so that's like you managed to hit her. And
because 4 plus weapon 2, 6.
It's it's a 6, so she managed to, so that's 4 through, and that's enough to take her last stress. So she was attempting to jump
hit her on the way down.
Yeah, she attempted to jump down, but you managed to hit her, so she limply falls to the floor.
Nice.
Good job. You have 3 left. Tom.
All right, I must attack again.
All right.
Same shit.
Okay. So which one are you going for? The one that attacked Dan down here, or the one that was attacking Ross?
Ross. I'm attacking the one that attacked Ross, since I don't think he's in a. I don't think this android's quite in combat.
I'm uncovered.
Yeah.
Undercover bot.
Ooh. That is a solid hit.
That is a 8.
8 hits. That's an equitable hit.
Murder 8.
So, all right, yep, and that's not going to defend at all with
Rower!
Style. So that will go ahead and take
monster.
Rower!
All right, Tom, that will go ahead and take another stress, and since you did that with Flourish, you can go ahead and designate that's like an advantage that you get for that one you or one of your allies gets for the next turn.
Ooh, call him the Frenchman and the Tiger. Clawed balls.
No, Ross, inspired sober.
Well, no, that's unfortunately it has to affect him. That's the advantage.
Okay.
So it's one that makes it easier for an attack on him. So you hit him so hard, what happened?
Crash through the lighted dance floor.
The lighted dance?
Broken dance.
Shocking development. You can broken dance or shocking development that you went through, hit the circuits for the LEDs and shocked him. So that puts him at a disadvantage from a consequence.
Fair enough. We'll do that.
All right. So he's at a -2 for that, and Dan.
Alrighty. Am I done being flattened by flatware?
So that's like
That's
that's
for one turn. So
no, that's until the end. That's at the end of the scene. So you still have that, but you can make an attack still.
Okay.
you've got forks in your fur.
Right. Let's just continue to maul the person that I tried to maul before.
Wow.
3.
3. So hey, there's still a chance. So
Yeah, sure.
all right, and they defended with 3. So this is the one who went to defense. So although before you start in the next round, Ross, make a notice check.
4.
4. That actually is enough. You notice, but as you're swinging, that's like when you're swinging over, you land next to a table, and on there is another one of the That's like Tesladyne coasters. But you see that there's another message scrolling around there.
Hello, little talkative coaster. What do you say?
It says, confirm all. That's like all civilians evacuated from the premises. Initiate containment protocols? ?
Are there any civilians in sight?
Make one more notice check. So.
Okay. I'm going to say yes regardless. 3.
3?
Yeah.
As far as you know, yes.
Push the button anytime. Push the red button. Push
So you do see that.
Sorry for listeners.
No, you're not.
All right. It's because I hit the table next to the recorder.
All right. So you hit that. You end up hitting that. The shutter. You see that there are shutters that end up going over all the windows, the front door, and the roof access. Afterwards, 2 other doors open up off to the side, and you see Tesladyne agents wielding lightning guns come out into the floor and demand that the Daedalus agents hit the deck. So, congratulations, you are now out of combat, and that's like it managed to pull in the cavalry.
Did the Daedalus agents just give up then?
So the interesting thing about it is that once they look at each other,
just pointing the laser at the one of the ones on the ground, the one that's disabled on the dance floor. Please resist.
Wow. Right. Yeah.
They look at each other for a second, pop their neck to one side, and within seconds, the other 3 that were still standing are now foaming at the mouth and drop. So, congratulations, you've managed to take care of that, but the agents are are looking around, sitting through there. So, as you
Dan, way to blow our cover. We had the perfect disguises too.
Yeah, we did. We were selling it.
Yeah.
Do you know how many doves I've got inside my shirt right now?
I literally watched a dinosaur, a talking.
At least a dozen more.
Yeah.
And they're agitated. Do you know how much these doves just get agitated by a firefight? Ow, stop picking.
one of the other agents comes up.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay?
Yes, this unit is fine. This unit may need to regurgitate.
It's like, warning, waste buildup.
Toxic waste buildup.
Well, we might have an issue with keeping this area secure for them. Secure because with the whole full shoot up like this, I didn't expect Daedalus would be looking for us after we lost contact with the main base.
Well, we can
Nobody expected the Daedalus Inquisition.
We can teleport you to Science Island. That's the thing we can do.
You're in contact with one of the other friendly groups?
Yeah. We were there when it happened. The bad thing, that happened. We were there.
Allow me to introduce you to the ferocious, large, untamed fighting feline Mark Y. Project Fluffy.
Yeah, he's on our side.
Big science apes.
So, okay. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm glad that he's on your side. But
he's on our side.
We need you to come back because Agent Brighton's going to want to talk to you.
Yeah, we got Jenkins too, so that was pretty good.
Jenkins? Where's Jenkins?
He's in Korea. But
he was in Korea.
Yeah,
he's in Japan.
No, Kansas. He went to extract the Kansas.
Well, we assumed that he did.
That's right.
Don't know.
He went to get the Kansas.
There could be fucking space vampires there for all we know. It's fucking Kansas.
Oh yeah, come on back. So, that's like those of you who are actually the 3 Tesladyne agents. Go ahead and make just a science check since
Science or contacts? Or?
Actually, yeah, I would say science because I'm replacing this for context at the moment, just because
5.
You're with Tesladyne, so 5. You know that Phil Brighton is the nuclear physicist who is personally responsible for maintaining Atomic Robo's nuclear core.
I thought we already rescued that guy.
No, we rescued the nuclear scientist who is in charge of all of the dimensional portals.
Yeah, geez, they're different nuclear. Do you think all nuclear scientists are the same?
The last nuclear scientist we rescued had something to do with Robo's personal.
Was that person? Okay, I may have mistaken that, so...
Immerse me, Aaron.
Sorry, it's been 2 weeks right now, and I did write
Wait a minute.
down, so...
We got Brighton 2. We've got both Brighton and Brighton Prime.
Well...
They're like twins, except dimensionally.
So is there some reason you're flattening that out, mate? Damn.
They just look better.
Okay. You're going to frame it.
Yeah, I'll listen to this before we do that, and I'll correct things if necessary. But
that's fine.
Why do you think I flattened mine?
Well, because you're an origami person. I thought you were going to origamify them.
I might.
Yeah, well, might. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't always fold paper.
You okay?
I haven't folded a thing tonight.
Sometimes it's not foggy in Seattle too.
But in any case, you go back, doors. That's like the doors slam shut, and you are taken into the elevator into an underground complex beneath the club. As you come out, you see Phil. You've all met him once or twice, so
I know.
Phil, Ken,
hey,
Seb,
Ben, Phil. So, hi, Harvey Birdman fans out there. God, where do you guys come from?
Teleportation.
So the gate's working back on the island again?
No, on Science Island. We were there.
Big Science Island.
So
we came with the power of science, man.
Yeah, that's kind of the entire purpose. Anyway, yes, we did that, and I may have had too much alcohol for my intake unit, but
oh, Andy, oh God,
yes,
you're still thinking you're a robot.
He knows he is. Yeah. Do we need to show you the bioorganic circuits?
So
Andy, show him your arm. Here's the knife.
Oh, not now. I think I need to go regurgitate.
Wait, you know about that funky bioorganic circuitry?
Oh, we do. We found some of that on this. Yeah, UN. We broke into the UN too.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did do that.
We did kidnap a couple people.
So
tied them up real good.
Oh,
I hope they get found.
Jesus Christ.
No, we had nothing to do with that one.
So, well, Andy's time
that was still possible.
And I take a bathroom break.
Name of a rum I found at Hy-Vee today.
Anyway.
But while I take a bathroom break and you decide how you're going to explain your situation.
Poorly. I think we've established this.
Well, let's see. Who are they going to listen to? The drunken robot? The ex-Nazi dinosaur? Or the clearly madman who's got a shirt full of doves? At least
someone who's not even a member of our organization. An outsider, possibly a spy.
Who used to actually work for one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
As did I, but...
I thought he used to be one of the bad guys.
Well, he worked for himself. Jesus, self-employed people are still people, Dan.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
That was another doctor.
Ross, we already established you're a horrible monster.
Oh.
That was Dr. Malevolent. I'm Dr. Malevolent. Clearly a different person.
See, people think I have issues. Which I don't. Just bugs in my programming, because I'm a robot. A robot who's strong. Oh, my emotion emulators, why are you so accurate?
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
Why can't I turn them off? Yeah.
You know what? Another half a shot and he'll be in I love you mode.
No, I bypassed that long ago. I'm already in.
Self-loathing.
Yeah, self-loathing. Deep into self-loathing. So, yeah. We should just explain it to him as poorly as possible.
So that makes you a sad robot.
I am a sad robot.
Better than being a sad clown, I guess. Unless you're a sad clown robot.
I had a great disguise, too. And then you had to ruin it by getting attacked.
I'll try to avoid that.
You should.
So,
3D printed a top hat and everything. Look at that top hat. It's all bent and... Dude, look, there's a tear in it. And his mustache is practically hanging off. And his his monocle's cracked. Wow.
No, that's not a crack. That's just a facet. See, this is a crack.
Yeah, I thought we could have salvaged that, but no.
We can just 3D print another one.
Yeah, I guess.
Were you about to say, do you think 3D printing grows on trees? No, I think it comes out of the 3D printer.
Well, it could. We could make a tree that grows 3D printers.
Excuse me, I need to get the birds out of my shirt. I'm beginning to understand acutely what it sounds like when the doves
we
cry.
vomit exposition.
So well,
in his case, quite literally.
Quite literally. So, I would like to know how do you explain what you've seen so far in more coherent terms than vomit?
Well, like I said, we were at Science Island when the thing with the UN happened, and so we used science.
If he just listened to us when we said that plant is hinky.
Yeah, if he did, he'd literally shoved us out. We saw your foreshadowing. We were going to stomp all over there. Screw that. We will
Champagne over.
Yeah.
What kind of plant resists attempts to sample it?
How dare you use literary devices in your games, Aaron? Like foreshadowing.
I mean, for crying out
How
loud,
dare
you're trying
you
to
go
take leaves
literal
off
by
of it.
calling
He doesn't
it
get
a
to
plant?
he doesn't get to call himself senpai anymore.
Well, Robo Senpai noticed me. So we went to Korea, we got Jenkins, then we went to the UN, and we tied some of their employees up.
And the UN Secretary General is on
Yeah, we rescued him, but Alan, that genocidal AI that almost killed all of the life on this planet, he's still around. He's taking over Daedalus. He's in a satellite or using satellites. He's using submarine to ferry radioactive materials to our island, Tesladyne Island, where he probably is. He's probably going to do something radioactive, as I'm guessing. Something probably made him into the right. I don't know. Something about killing all of us is probably in his mind. He likes doing that. I don't care what.
And because of the fact that he has infiltrated Daedalus, and Daedalus was here, Daedalus knows part of the plan is to gather our army together.
Yeah.
So he probably knows we're coming.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you get all that?
yes, I did, and
We can teleport back to the Science Island.
Hello, I'm a talking tiger.
Yeah, we found him.
We need to get every
Can we
man
keep
and
him?
every woman that we
We've
possibly
already
can on our
established we
side.
can.
Actually, I'll scratch under your ear.
well, we don't know what. Well, if you say that Jenkins is getting a couple of everybody else who are
You're not
hiding at the
Sasha.
safe houses, at least that's something. But I don't. I'm not sure what to make of it because again, our communications have been cut off completely from the island.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was able to see was one of the subsystems that I was given to use to monitor Robo's status because that's part of our job in case he should ever go nuclear.
Yeah.
And that pretty much would be on my ass and label me as the war criminal.
You'd probably be dead.
No, if it goes off, I'm far away if it goes off, but
But yeah, aren't you supposed
You've
to work
thought this
around
through
him?
a lot, haven't you?
But don't you work around him? I mean, aren't you around him most of the time?
yes, and I've had to.
So statistically speaking, you would be dead.
Yeah, and I had to rebuild. I had to rebuild him after the last Allen incident,
Yeah.
so to heal him up. However,
Prepare.
you've taken whatever. In any case, in any case, there is some. I'm not certain about the whole plant thing too. If other than
We are.
be controlling, it's like it's been shown that he's been able to control organic.
Yeah. You controlled the UN Secretary General.
And that's why he came up against it. But take a look at this, and he brings up a reading out, which you look at it, and anybody with physics here.
No.
Medicine.
So, yeah.
5.
5? All right. Yes, this is essentially Robo's heartbeat. This is the status of the nuclear fuel that's being consumed in his within his reactor. So
120 hertz.
if there was any, that's like the odd thing about it is that if there's any kind of deviation, that's like to where he was under stress, we would know about it. But everything seems to be going. That's like going well, just fine.
Ah, fuck! He hacked Robo.
He's probably unconscious or, in a robotic dream state. Probably.
That's standby mode.
Is he dreaming of electric sheep?
No.
Oh, that's my junior high sci-fi ska band.
Yeah.
Electric sheep.
But the thing about it is that with what I found was weird is that he was like nearing the end of when he was needing another fuel infusion, and that's like, and if everything was cut off as it was supposed to be 2 weeks ago, he shouldn't be getting the helium-3 he needs.
Okay.
Well, helium-3 is still being trafficked.
So is he going to explode? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, it's not going to explode.
Okay.
Where is he getting it? We weren't keeping that on site.
Oh, maybe from
Iceland.
that. Yeah, Iceland.
There isn't a mine there, though.
I don't know, but they have. Satellite, yeah.
It turns around. The only thing that was actually at where in Iceland?
Coordinates.
No. So,
Here are his coordinates.
Yeah.
We fill in.
exposition information.
Yeah.
So he puts that in, looks around.
Exposition
Okay.
montage.
Well, if this is a submarine, which we do have the base one,
Yeah.
but it's more of a miniature submarine than anything
That's why
else.
they had to make so many trips.
So, which makes sense.
Frickin' Blue September.
But the only thing that was in the records right now, the Iceland, is that's where apparently Edison found one of the deep-powered Odic skulls.
Okay.
So
Let's pretend to know what that is.
yeah,
That
actually,
would be bad news.
So
Edison is bad. Anything that Edison did was awful.
yeah, so I will
Almost
actually
as
say that
awful
you
as
guys,
talking.
Tesladyne has the information which we'll pass off to you. Thomas Edison in the 20s was experimenting with a skull and something called the Odic force, which he was hoping to gain immortality with. He screwed up big time and ended up killing himself, or so he thought. But another entity that they've labeled Undead Edison emerged almost a century later.
Edison?
I want to call him that, but I'm going to keep with the book. Emerged with all his memories, but is pretty much a ghost and has been popping up every once in a while. So, but also Odic Force was something that is pretty much labeled in Tesladyne Field Guide as "you don't screw with." We don't understand
Let's go screw with it, guys.
So this
Why not?
So-
It seems like a great idea.
If this is coming from one of those archaeological sites where Edison found one of his skulls, then something else is up.
Okay, so we should go there and mess with it.
Oh, Alan's going to use Odic Force.
Ew. That sounds gross.
So
You know, I had another idea for an Atomic Robo character, and that would be a clone of the elephant that Thomas Edison had electrocuted to prove direct current was there, that had been uplifted to human consciousness levels, and then but cloned in a smaller body so it could fit around a human, with a prehensile trunk, obviously, so it can manipulate objects.
the hell.
So
That's it. No, Ross, abandon your character, roll that character. David, roll another animalistic character, and we'll just be...
but it would be the anti-Edison character.
Tesladyne Animal Squad.
Yes.
I'm elf.
Wait a minute. To make it perfect, we have to make you pink.
No,
That way you can hide in every bar everywhere, and every drunk will go, I'll Sam.
Why are we hiding him? Why is that such a priority? Like,
Oh, and David, you can be an uplifted raven. Again.
for reasons. Anyway, so let's go. So, can we contact Science Island now, or do we have to teleport back?
You can contact them. They have a secure channel. You have a secure channel you can go over.
Hey, how you guys doing? You guys get those people from Kansas yet?
So Jenkins is actually the one that answers you.
Oh, hi, Jenkins.
Hey, what have you found out?
We got to Berlin. Yeah, we got the people. Daedalus was there, but we beat them up, and I got drunk.
Daedalus?
Yeah. They
So-
killed themselves. They're sore losers.
With the primary technology. So, is this connected? Is this connected to the Allen thing?
Yeah.
We think it might be connected to Alan, and it might be connected to Edison.
Yeah, the Odic Force. That's the thing in Iceland. Did they bring you up to speed on the Iceland?
No, we just learned that from you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I assume I told them before I left. I assume they told you. But how long did you just get there?
So we've been here for a couple hours.
Oh, they should have briefed you on all that stuff.
Well, the Iceland thing, yes, but the the Edison thing, no.
Yeah, well, only the Berlin people knew that, so we just found that out ourselves. So, anyways, we should go to Berlin. Did you get the people from Kansas?
So we did, and we managed to bring at least a small enough arsenal from the stockpile there, so we should be able to do that. But
Jenkins, I need to know, have you found out how Hawking is involved? I'm sure he is involved somehow.
he's innocent in this
Did he
case.
date your sister or something like that? I don't know. What is your deal with him? I know we hate him, but like, is that it's just, have you talked to a therapist about it?
My therapist says that it's actually a healthier outlet than my death race.
Well, I don't have a response for that. But I will bow to the professional in that case. Anyway.
So, all right, we'll pull you back here at about we'll pull you back as soon as the return device is stabilized. But you get enough rest. Next time we're gonna be assaulting.
What about Iceland or the Science Island or Tesladyne Island?
So we still don't have any way of getting on there as well. But if what you said is true and that it's our submarine ferrying material back and forth, we may be able to divert it so we can sneak on.
Ooh. Okay.
So, but that ends.
I trust you, Jenkins.
So,
Senpai noticed me.
Senpai did notice you, but will end this particular issue. And when we return again, it will be Raiders of the Lost Skull.
Ooh, it's not Crystal, is it?
No.
If it's Crystal, I'm out. but it's not.
I think the other crystal, Elixir might have been crystal, but it's not drawn that way. I have no idea.
There you go.
So, but I'm fine. But
I don't think I've read that arc.
Anyways, but that ends this issue. Questions, comments, suggestions. So.
This was fun. I liked it.
It was great.
So, I was trying to make this a little more freeform, just because so you guys get some suggestions on your own.
I like the challenge of disguising Tom's character in public places. I will not repeat the same disguise twice.
Lend money to Greece. I don't know why I thought of that, but
no, it's austerity. You're austerity. Get in character, Tom.
It worked great.
You want to cut budgets. You want to give tax cuts to the rich, and you want to strip social programs and education programs. That's what austerity.
I'm sorry, I was a liberal.
All I know is I've got.
I know you should hate austerity. That's the whole point: is to be an evil caricature. Jeez,
real cool.
Anyway,
but that'll end the session. So, all right everybody, have a nice day.
See you next time.